This is Joe Crispin, former Penn State and professional basketball player. You are listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast.
I think you said that he could have gotten more separation.
There were some technique fundamentals in receiver that weren't perfect in the 80s. I had to throw a few points at criticism.
What was it like playing in March Madness? I mean, we have it going on right now.
But playing there was amazing. I mean, like, that's kind of your whole goal is to just be a part of that. It's such a special thing where the whole country is tuning in and anything is really possible, you know.
You know, my optimistic side said, like I said, that we're going to be okay. We just had a bad game. We were probably experimenting a little bit, ran into a good team. So.
If Miami came to our house, we would probably, if anything, win. We wouldn't get blown out.
When you first started playing football, you know, did you always want to play in college?
No, I was growing up. I was a big baseball guy. Loved baseball. And then 8th grade, I remember I got a call from my uncle, Coach Nagel. He's like, hey, I got the job. And I was just like, all right, I'll play football for you.
You are listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast, a podcast by diehard fans for fans. It's as honest and as raw as sports talk can be. Thank you for listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Greg Garrity.
So Anthony Lottie will punt it away from the 41. Greg Garrity is the deep man for Penn State at the 10-yard line.
Former Penn State receiver and 2016 Big Ten champion. You're listening to the best Penn State Nittany Lion podcast, the Mark Lesko Podcast.
All right, everyone, welcome in to another episode of the Mark Lesko Podcast. Here on, well, I guess it's the Brett and Mark show on the Mark Lesko Podcast. Mark, Brett, and Jared show.
The clown show.
The clown show. I can't believe we Michigan won. I mean, we're going to the Big Ten title game. Yeah,
yep. Guess who else just won right now? Woo! Syracuse beat Miami.
Wow.
Did they? Yep. Yeah, Miami's not going to play in the ACC. Listen, the ACC championship game is going to be SMU and Clemson. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
What a weird year.
Yeah.
But you know what that means. That gives Ohio State more of a chance to get in. But you know, first of all, commenters were saying that the loser of the Big Ten title gets the 5 seed. Yeah. All right. One loss Ohio State plays Oregon. They should get in. Okay, well, we're a one-loss Penn State team. If we lose to Oregon, we should get that 5 seed, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people were talking crap. I mean, everyone was talking crap. Ohio State fans, the absolute delusional clown organization that they are, were roasting us, telling us that they're not going to lose, telling us that they're getting in no matter what, that a 2-loss Ohio State will still get in even though they lose to Oregon. Well, you lost to Michigan now, so I think you're cooked. And we're in. Penn State is in the Big Ten title game, not Ohio State. I think we're in the playoff at the 5 seed regardless, not Ohio State. And Kirk Herbstreit, Gus Johnson, all you clowns, go drink your liberal tears tonight because that's where you belong. Go to Columbus and just cry at the bar because that's what you're going to be doing all off season now. I don't think they're getting in. I mean, at the end of the day, they'll probably still get in because they're Ohio State. They'll still let them in some form or fashion. But can't believe we passed last play for a TD. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they did for sure.
They should have scored the drive before that. So I mean.
But I was surprised by that too. I just said that off air that I was surprised they did do that. They were passing the whole way down. I mean, it's Maryland, little brother. They're trying to run up the score. I think I predicted they'd be like 45-21. That actually hit the over by 1 point. So 44-7 was the final, and so they get it done. And man, what a win! We're going to the title game. And it's such an upset. I mean, it shut so many people up, man. Like Gus Johnson's a clown. He's joining us today. At the bottom left there, wearing his Michigan hat because he's a clown. And Brett, I don't know if you read the bottom, but I have update. Gus Johnson is still a joke and extremely biased and sucks maybe more now than Kirk Herbstreit. Ohio State are also sore losers. I'm probably going to change that at some point, but yeah.
Well,
Go
somebody
Michigan,
asked.
go Penn State.
Somebody asked where the Ohio State fans are now, and I said locked in a closet drinking Steel Reserve. So that's where they're at. If you guys can't find them, that's exactly where they're at. So good luck trying to.
Dude, Kirk Herbstreit, first of all, the way he's been acting all year, Gus Johnson is so biased, man. It's Oregon is going to win by 10. Yeah, just hold off on that right now. Good Lord.
We haven't played them in 30 years. We haven't played them in 30 years, so they've never played us. So.
Yeah, Oregon's overrated. I'm not saying we're gonna win, but they're overrated. Penn State, what on top? Yep. Nice to see.
Yep, on top. Yep.
Will Howard lose after talking so much crap. Yep, stupid stuff. Good to have you on. We are.
Yeah,
good to have you guys on. Thanks for commenting.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. Keep it coming.
Yeah, so you know, it just feels good to see them lose such a devastating game because there's Ohio State, most delusional fan base in football, in sports. I mean, they're totally delusional. They're going to be trying to fire Ryan Day now, even though, I mean, the guy he's a good coach. I mean, he hasn't beaten Michigan. This is the best win they've had over Michigan or over Ohio State in these past 4 years, including 22.
Yep.
Or is it? So this is their fourth straight win over Ohio State. They were saying how Ohio State there's kids on the Ohio State team that haven't beat Michigan yet.
Yep.
But yeah. So you know, at the end, some pretty classless acts by Ohio State, of course. They're sore losers. They're just, you know, Gus Johnson said that was pretty disrespectful that they took the flag down and put it in the middle, and Joel Klatt, of course, kind of pushed back on him because he's always totally biased. He said, Sharon Moore says, we didn't cheat this time. And it's like, Gus Johnson, why are you so biased, man? Like,
that's
you
something
don't even hide it.
You don't say that, like, on live TV. Like, even if you think it, man. Like,
I mean, that's totally classless on his part. Yeah. That's like bringing up the scandal for us. Like, don't bring it up. You don't need to bring it up. But it's got Gus Johnson. Everyone showed their true colors today. A lot of people being exposed as of late, for sure. And Gus Johnson's one of them. Kirk Herbstreit's one of them. He's so biased all year. It's unbelievable. And he gets shut up today. Gus Johnson gets shut up. And then we're going to the Big Ten title game, as I said. And that's it, man. There's really nothing else to say. You all lost to this terrible Ohio State team.
Yeah, you should go fish and just do that. Go fishing.
Give Ohio State James Franklin. We'll give Ohio State James Franklin for Ryan Day. Yeah, we did lose to him. We did lose to this terrible Ohio State team. But we're going to the Big Ten title game, so who cares?
Yeah, who cares? We're not.
So, but we're not delusional and classless like they are. So, yeah, they won a good game against us. I mean, you know, as always, I don't know if you're an Ohio State fan, Fisherman, but we, you know, as always, if you think that Penn State didn't help you win that game, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, we should have won that game. You guys got literally stomped today at home to an unranked Michigan who's going to play in the toilet bowl in a couple weeks. I mean, they're going to be playing before Christmas Eve. That's how bad their bowl game is. And you lost to them. I mean, there's no comparison, man. But, yeah, just overall, good to see. And, you know, our game, we totally dominated Maryland, as always, little brother. There at the end, I'm not sure exactly why they were passing. I don't care that they were. It's just that's like running up the score, if you will. So, I feel like that's gonna make some people mad, but like the coaches did talk at the end. So I don't know what they were saying to each other. They are friends, but I'm sure, he wasn't very happy, but at the same time, like, yeah, I don't know. They were passing at the end, and it is what it is. I don't know. I really don't know what else to say about that.
Franklin
they broke 40, like I said. I thought they would, and they hit the over, and yeah. So
we played with all backups for a quarter and some change, man. So I mean, they were like, these backups deserve a touchdown. They poorly executed the drive before that on that 4th and 1. They're at like the 10-yard line. Gave it back to Maryland, got the interception. They were like, let's score, screw it, So if it was their starters, that's a different story. You know what I mean? Like, Drew didn't play the whole 4th quarter. Tyler didn't play. Harrison Wallace didn't play the whole game, our best receiver, which really stinks because hopefully he's good to go for next week. He was listed as questionable, so I imagine he'll be good to go next week. Is he 100% or not? Who knows? But if he doesn't play next week, I don't like our chances at all. If Wallace plays next week, we'll see,
Yeah.
The slow starts. Hey, that was a terrible start. Awful start.
So overall, like, what's you guys' opinions on the day?
It's a good day. Yeah,
great day.
Yeah, it's a good day. The first quarter was
It doesn't
abysmal.
get any better than that. It's just
the first quarter can't happen. I'm hoping it's because it was freezing out and, holding the ball when it's freezing. I don't know. Nick Singleton fumbled it. He redeemed himself right after that. So he had a great game. Katron didn't have a good game. I don't know if he's going through some bumps. Or like every time he tries to run, the offensive line craps the bed and they come right through and get him. So maybe it's just unlucky for him. I think Amari Evans stepped up a little bit. That Trey Wallace was not playing. So Amari Evans looked pretty good. He wasn't dropping anything. Tyler Warren could have broke the record. Tyler Warren needed 5 yards to break the freaking all-time receiving yards record in Big Ten history, and they stopped feeding him the ball. So he can break it next week. He could break it next week. That's fine, but he could have broke it today. So I don't know, man. The defense was outstanding. Yeah. Abdul Carter is a freak of nature. He has 10 sacks on the year right now, guys. 10 sacks. He's got like 20 tackles for loss or something. It's pretty insane. So really good year from him.
And I'll say this, also looking at our stats. Stupid Stuff said no one is the best team in the country. I agree. I think Oregon's overrated. Not saying we're going to beat them, but I think they're overrated. They haven't really worried about the slow starts. I think Fleming is hurt, yes.
He played today. A little bit.
But, he's been playing like he always plays pretty much. He hasn't been doing much at all. But he's on Penn State now, which means he is he's on Penn State now, which means he is going to the title game and not Ohio State. We win in dominating fashion. We did what we were supposed to do. I'm glad that we scored at the end. I love to see that. But Bo looked good. Drew looked good. Tyler looked good. Didn't have a 100-yard back, but Singleton had 2 touchdowns. Bo had 1. Drew had 1 rushing. They also had a passing touchdown to Tyler Warren. Abdul Carter had 6 solo tackles, 2 sacks of his own. They had a total of 6 sacks.
6 sacks. Yep.
But Jordan Mayer had 1.
Yep.
Amin had half a sack. Zion had 1. Denai had 1. Zane Durant had half a sack. And here's the thing too, man. With this run they're about to make, depending on how they do, I do think that there's some guys that are more reluctant or more willing to come back, depending on how this offseason or this postseason goes. But yeah, man, we're going to be in the title game against Oregon. Again, Oregon I think is overrated. Our defense can beat Oregon. I don't know about our offense, but our defense definitely can. They beat Ohio State, and we lost to Ohio State, but Ohio State just lost to Michigan. You know, like before the game, man, this is another part of why it's so awesome that they lost is, you know, Gus Johnson said Ohio State is the favorite to win the national title, which I don't know how they were, man, because Ohio State clearly they're not that good. Like, I mean, we should have beat them. Will Howard is overrated. Connor Stallions didn't cheat their way to a win this time, apparently, so Michigan wins fair and square. But, you know, like Gus Johnson, what he said, like, what a joke. What a joke. He's like, Ohio State or Michigan doesn't cheat this time. It's like, dude, shut up. He's such a clown, man. Oh, my goodness.
It's terrible.
But now he's sitting here on our podcast. It's good to have you on, Gus, wearing your Michigan hat. It's good to see you, buddy. So,
we'll let Gus speak at the end.
Yeah.
His final thoughts.
Gus, do you have anything to say right now? No? Okay.
Money on the rise.
So Brett, yeah, McCord was better than Howard. I mean, Howard just isn't that good.
McCord beat Miami today. McCord
Yeah.
went over 4,000 passing yards this year.
Yeah, and Ohio State fans, again, they're so delusional, man. Like, they wanted to get rid of McCord and to get Howard, who, like, he's like a great value Peyton Manning, basically. So, I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? You guys just want to talk about the title game and the playoff right now, or we beat the living dog crap out of Maryland, little brother. We ran up the score past the end. I love it. Michigan beats Ohio State. So, I guess let's just talk about the future.
Tyler Warren for
Can I
Heisman.
just have a moment right here, just 1 sec?
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
Guys, have a moment right here. I just want to take one victory lap. Can I do that, please?
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle style. Make sure
Listen,
you do it.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, this is the best I have ever felt about Penn State. Even in their 2016 when they went to the Big Ten championship and outright took it when they co-owned it with Ohio State. This has been a very special season defensively. I just want to take a moment and just give praise to arguably one of the best defenses in the country. I mean, you can say what you want about, a hiccup against Bowling Green, that really close game against Minnesota last week. This defense never really faltered pretty much the entire season. It felt like they were in every play. They kept coming at you with everything they had. And I'm telling you, the defensive coordinator, give me his name right now. I'm just blanking right now.
Cole Nicky,
the guy who is our coordinator, our defensive coordinator.
Tom Allen.
Yeah, I thought you said yeah.
Tom Allen. Guys, I mean, seriously, overall, this right here was some of the best work I've seen for this team for a season, and right now we're in it. We are going to the big dance. And as far as I'm concerned with all the jokers and all the clown references, joke's on you. We're going to the Big Ten championship. If you had said to any Penn State fan after losing the Ohio State game, if someone just walked up to you and said, hey, they could still lose to Michigan, Michigan owns them. And we could still get in if we win out. I will bet you every Penn State fan would have slapped that guy around like something awful. You can't predict this stuff. This college football season has been one of the craziest seasons I have ever witnessed. All of the number ones that were no longer number ones, and then guys that were like top 10, all of a sudden are number one and then go back up to number 10 because they lost. Like, Indiana was like the darlings of the college football, and they lost to, you can't predict what's going to happen in any season. I mean, you can't say that people are going to absolutely own this season. And I thought, the last game of the season being 44-7, I thought that's so appropriate because Tyler Warren, number 44. I mean, if the dude doesn't have the best shot at being at the Heisman Trophy candidacy now, he has broken all records for Penn State. He's broken almost all records for Big Ten. What more can this tight end do? I mean, he has really slated his name in the history books for Penn State.
What's that? I'm gonna kick you off. Come back on. Your picture's really blurry, and you're crackling a little bit. So
okay,
all right.
All right, bud.
Omid, you are correct. We are headed to the Big Ten shit, baby. Let's do it.
That's right.
We're headed there. We need Harrison Wallace. We need him, man.
You guys hear that? Can you hear that, Brett?
A little bit, yeah. So it's our song, right?
That's right. Gus, this is for you, Gus. It's for you, Gus.
God, if Gus is at the chip, I'm gonna be so mad.
Gus looks so angry right now.
He's not allowed to go to the chip, dude. He needs to stay home. He's not allowed out. His wife needs to hold him down.
Street, Gus Johnson. Beautiful, beautiful. I was caught up in where we place and who we play now. We're going to the Big Ten championship.
Oregon.
All right, so you guys commenting. Please let us know what your thoughts are on the day, what you think about the championship. Jared, you look like you're recording on a 1990 camcorder.
Are you on the tablet?
Guys, I'm so sorry for this.
What are you on?
No, I'm on my phone like I should be, and it's like, I don't know, the connection up here, it's just being fuzzy. Let me try one more time, guys.
Yeah,
Let me
try
something
tablet.
else, all right?
Try the tablet. Yeah, I thought the tablet was better. Yeah,
that's what I thought. Poor Jared. I mean, it's not like Jared's fault. It's just like, dude.
No, yeah.
Like, his picture looks really bad, and his audio is really cracky. Like, like, his picture, like, dude, he looks like he's like at a 144p. Like, he looks like
he looks like my 32-inch Vizio that I hooked up after my TV broke. It looks terrible, man. We got the new Samsung today, though, so we good, baby. Paul Feinbaum's gonna cry himself to sleep tonight, dude.
Oh yeah.
He might not sleep. Actually, he might be so mad.
I'm gonna play it again, guys. You guys put your comments below. Omid, keep them coming. I'm gonna play the Michigan fight song again.
Yeah, Omid, we talked about it a little bit before you hopped on, and it was magical, just magical.
That's for you, Gus.
As Gus would
That's
say,
for you.
Just magical. Yeah, Ohio State is abysmal, man. Their offense was absolutely terrible. If we think our offense looks bad at times, we have not watched Ohio State on November 30th, 2024. Our dear Lord.
I hope they can hear that.
The fight song?
Yeah, keep talking, Brett.
Yeah. Where we at? Paul Feinbaum. I'm going to send Paul Feinbaum some stuff in the DMs. I'll send him the fight song for Penn State. I'll send him Alabama's record, and he can do what he wants to do with that. They have 3 losses. They beat Auburn today, but Auburn's a terrible team, so not really impressed with that. 28-14 win over Auburn. Who really cares? Hurricane season is officially over after that loss. It's a picture of, oh, you guys can't see it. It's a picture of Miami's logo in like a hurricane weather forecast thing. Hurricane season is officially over. That's fantastic. Notre Dame, they had a little bit of a fight with USC guys. USC gave them a fight. Ended up throwing a pick 6 at the end. They lost by like 2 scores, but that was a close game the whole time, if any of y'all saw that. I didn't watch it, obviously. I'm a Penn State homer, so I'm going to watch the Penn State game over that, but I did see the score. Interesting stuff today. Illinois is still winning, so they're still ranked, which is good for Penn State.
All right, Brett, hold on. I'm trying to play it again. Can you guys hear it? Please tell me you can hear it.
Yep.
Can you hear it?
Yep. Can you guys hear that?
Go Blue. Let's go. Gus, what do you think?
This dude's so bad.
Gus, what do you think?
Come on, Gus. Give us your just magical.
All right, baby. They heard it. Yeah, they fell apart. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun right now.
You had 3 TVs.
I had 3 TVs going. I was talking trash with Oregon fans on the game here on YouTube. Nice.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I thought about doing is getting like another TV and playing that. But yeah, so they got totally embarrassed. I mean, that might be the worst Ohio State loss ever. Because Michigan was not favored at all. It was against Michigan at home. They looked horrible. Just an absolute joke of a loss on their end. I mean, and here's the thing, man. I've said it a million times. Ohio State is the most delusional fan base in sports, and they've been talking crap all year. Kirk Herbstreit is on College Game Day, smiling, talking about Ohio State and the easy road they'll have to the national title. Gus Johnson is arrogantly biased towards Ohio State. You lost. You guys are clowns. Kirk Herbstreit, you are one of the worst analysts ever. You are a clown, and you lost. So I think you're done. I don't think you guys get into the playoff now. That's it. You guys are done. So you get what you deserve, Ohio State, and you're cocky to us. You are doing your chants in our comments. I mean, we beat you guys. We lost to you guys, and you're talking crap to us in the comments. Why? Why talk crap to us? Don't talk crap to us. You guys beat us.
You guys lost to the worst Michigan team of all time. You deserve the Duke's Mayo Bowl. So have fun at the Duke's Mayo Bowl. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah.
I hope you get a deal on a flight, maybe even. I'll give you
Michigan's
a discount.
literally going to like the Reese's Peanut Butter Bowl next week, and Ohio State's going to God knows where for their game. So, I mean, what a joke, man! It's a joke. It's such a joke.
I think Day might be fired after that, man. Before that,
yeah. So that's what I said. I think Ryan Day. I think he's gonna get fired. He hasn't. I mean, there's a history of Michigan OSU firing coaches over this game. Yes.
Yep.
No,
they're probably.
I was going to ask you guys what you think collectively. Let me know what you think.
It depends what happens around.
OSU out. What's that?
It depends what happens with the rest of the games, man. Like, if these upsets keep happening, then, like, against if teams that are unranked keep beating ranked teams. There were a bunch of crazy games today and last night, so there's a lot up in the air. We'll have to take a look at it and see. As of right now, they were ranked second. They lost to an unranked Michigan. They'll probably drop to like 10 or something. You know, they'll probably drop. They'll still be ranked because it's only their second loss. That's what I'm thinking. Alabama dropped to 13 last week, but that was their third loss, right? So there's a big difference in losses there. So,
Jared, where are you at?
I'm currently in my car. Is it any better?
Are you driving?
No.
It sounds better, actually.
A little bit.
Okay.
Sounds like you're next to a highway.
Yeah.
Well, currently out in the car trying to, get a little warmer.
A little warmer?
Any better? What's that?
A little warmer.
A little warmer, yeah. This is how
All
desperate
right,
it is in this area that I'm at, because I'm out in 5G area, but because where I live, it compresses all of the G's, and it just I can't get any good connection. So when I walk outside, my bars go up almost immediately. So this might be my new location for the time being, but yes, if it's better, that's all that matters.
You live in a metal house?
I do. That's why. Oh, I knew that was the reason.
Why. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
well, sometimes it's good. Well, most of the time it's like usually your audio is fine, but your picture usually is blurry. Sometimes it's not. But
what's it look like now? Like the picture wise?
It's about the same, yeah. But A&M matters tonight. Jared, if it gets bad, we'll let you know. But Cost 22 can hear you fine.
All right, bud.
Yeah, so I agree with you, Illicit. I think OSU makes it no matter what. They'll get them in somehow. I mean, there's no why would they even consider not putting them in? which is scary because they could. Well, here's the thing, man. After today, you really got to question like Ohio State and their ability to do well in the playoff. You really do. I mean, they looked horrible today, man. And again, like I said it again, like I'll say it again. Ohio State is not that good. We lost to them, but they're not that good, man.
Yeah.
Like if you're an Ohio State fan, you can't admit that we did a lot to help you win that game. Then I don't know what to tell you because we did.
You're justifying.
You
the whole
only
thing
got
if
10 points against a team like Michigan that is 6-5, a JJ McCarthy led team, and you did not perform at home. Like that's your place. You only scored 10 points against a team like that. There's something significantly wrong with how you function overall. Like your quarterback play and your coaching and the play calling, like there's no way that you can, misconstrue a cohesive team anymore. They don't have everything buttoned up. Like you want to talk about Penn State only holding them to, what was that, 20 points at home? Like, yeah, that's not the worst, result we could have had either against that game, but we had a couple of missed field goals. They had a lot of missed field goals in their game. So it's like, yeah, you can blame whoever you want on that result, but in the end, 10 points, that's insane for you to only have that many points scored in your place.
Yeah. And they didn't have a quarterback, man. Who's Michigan's quarterback? Like he's the nobody. No offense to him, but they had Alex Orji, and they benched him, and they have this kid. Like they don't have a quarterback. You lost to an unranked team at home. That's horrible.
He threw 2 picks.
Yeah. I mean that's so bad. It's just embarrassing, man. It's just embarrassing. Like if you're Ohio State and you're coming out of this win, I mean you should feel terribly about yourselves and deservedly so. Your fan base is just you get what you deserve. I mean you're all so bad. You are not. I shouldn't say every single one of you, but the ones that I've seen and talked to, pretty bad. But So Brett, looking at the bracket right now, right?
Yeah, it's gonna
isn't
change
you
a
and
lot.
QB but Will Howard was good enough to play at Penn State, even though Michigan's QB was a walk-on who he lost to, but he was good enough to play at Penn State, so we can't forget that. So whatever happened to Austin, haven't heard for him for a while. Love the show. He's not on anymore, so Brett's the new co-host along with Jared. No, I agree, but the playoffs fund is based off gate ticket sales. And here's another thing too, man. $20 million roster just lost to this horrible Michigan team. That's insane. Like they bought this team and they still couldn't beat Michigan at home. At home. Couldn't score more than 10 points. Joel Klatt said it best. OSU has good players, but not good play callers or schemes. Kind of like us.
Yeah.
No, I agree, but the playoffs fund is based off gate ticket sales. Yes, I think he is, Koss. That's why I think Day will be fired, knowing that 5-star kid is coming to Michigan. Yeah, exactly. Bryce Underwood's coming to Michigan.
Davis Warren, that's the QB for Michigan. Davis Warren is awful.
But you guys keep commenting your thoughts and stuff.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the bracket here. You guys keep commenting whatever you want. I'll pull it up. Unless it's hateful, then I'm going to kick you off. But
well, this bracket's going to be so much different, though, so I don't know.
Hey, start talking about the bracket.
So much different. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, as of right now, the bracket.
If you're looking at the bracket, I think like what you have here is absolutely like going to be totally missed. Like all the different pieces are going to go in different places. Like this puzzle doesn't look anything like what it is now. We need new pieces. Like so, you're talking about like look at all the teams right now. I mean, are you saying what Notre Dame and Texas, Oregon, and us? Like Penn State, like there's maybe 4 teams where it's like you look at them and it's like they've got to complete this, they've got to complete that. Like they've got like a lot of great all overall pieces to that to their team. So it's like everyone else. It's like Indiana's not complete. Miami just lost. Georgia went into 8 overtimes to Georgia Tech and Tennessee. I mean they look okay, but like they're not like, I don't know that. Overall, like you're just looking at all these different teams right now in this bracket. Like, who else is there? I mean,
yeah. And if you think about it, Notre Dame's going to go up. We're going to go up because of Ohio State losing. Indiana will go up because they still only have one loss. So
all right, yeah. So yeah, just looking at it, man. We got Oregon, Texas. They're playing Georgia. I mean, okay, so let's just go worst case scenario for us across the board. All right, all right, so Oregon's won. We lose to Oregon. Georgia beats Texas. Who's the third now? It's not. Is it still the ACC? I guess it's Clemson now at 3.
Yep.
I guess Boise at 4. Then it's gonna be us at 5. Do we get in over Texas at 5?
Probably. It depends who's ranked higher after this week. Or after the
well,
last
if Texas A&M wins tonight, I mean, it's no contest.
Yeah, so it's us at 5, and then Texas at 6. 7 will be
Texas probably tonight.
Probably Notre Dame. Tennessee is 8. Again, Ohio State. They're gonna get in somehow. Tennessee 8. I guess Ohio State 9. I don't know, and then SMU 10. Arizona State 12. So I think either way, man, we're either at 1 or 5. Because if we beat Oregon, you know where we're at, right?
1.
We're number 1.
We are number 1.
I'll be honest. I think Bama is in the Miami loss. Yeah, someone's getting in that shouldn't be in with that loss. Someone's getting in. So that's the thing about it. Someone's getting in.
It's Miami's second loss though, so I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, that is hard.
Gus, what do you think?
Gus,
nothing. You too mad
Gus
to talk?
Magical.
You too mad to talk, Gus? All right. So we'll just keep talking. So what do you? So you guys, like I said, you guys in the comments, give us your thoughts on the bracket. I'm sure they're typing it up right now, but what are we looking at here? I mean, okay, so let's say we win, which if I were to place money on this game, I think we're gonna win.
Wow,
that's just I do. Our defense can beat Oregon if our offense shows up, and I think it's gonna be like 2016, man. It's gonna be a Cinderella comeback. Like, we're going to start out slow, and then we come out, and I think we pull it out at the end.
And it's at the Dome, right? It's at the Indianapolis Dome, right? Yeah, it's inside, which is good. It won't be cold.
To be honest, they've been rewarding the teams looking like they'll be in their championship. But yeah, so say we beat Oregon, right? We're 1. Georgia's 2. Clemson's 3, Boise's 4, Oregon's 5. And here's another thing too, man. If we beat Oregon, Ohio State's definitely not getting in. There's no way.
They're definitely not. You're right. You are absolutely right there.
Oregon, Texas, Notre Dame, most likely, Tennessee, SMU, and then maybe Ohio State still gets in. I don't know. But at Bama might be, so Bama, it'll probably be what? Notre Dame 7, Tennessee 8, Bama 9, SMU 10, Arizona State 12. Dude, there's no way Ohio State gets in. If we beat Oregon, there's no way that they're getting in. No way.
No,
and here's the thing, what we can't forget, right? Ohio State has 2 losses, 1 to Michigan, like we did in 2016. And let's say that we lose to Oregon, right? We lost to Ohio State and Oregon. We lost to a team that Ohio State also lost to. There is no reason that we shouldn't be at least 5 if we lose to Oregon.
Yep.
And there's no reason that Ohio State should get in. They lost to an unranked team at home their last game. That looks so bad. It looks so bad. The reason I had Georgia at least 6 last week was because they were in the SEC Championship. Yeah, and that's the thing. Last night I thought that if they lost, they wouldn't get in, but they still do. But do you guys think Georgia beats Texas?
Yeah.
Yes, I do agree with that.
It depends what version of both team we get, man. Good Lord. They're both
It's true.
Polar opposites one week, and then it's just crazy, man.
That's what I keep saying about all these teams. It's like they're so inconsistent. There's like you got one thing that's really good over here, but then the other side, it's like the polar opposite. It's very difficult to really maintain some level of consistency and or judgment on these teams because, like, if you have these guys looking great on this side, then how can you really judge it on the other? It's like they just don't match up. So it's like I understand from a little bit from Penn State side where we have again one of the best defenses in the country, if not the best defense in the country. But then the offensive line has their issues. They're not consistent. They let holes get through. Like a lot of Maryland players were getting big sacks or tackles for loss. And you can't do that against a team like Oregon. It's going to be a long night for Penn State. So I mean, that's just my opinion.
You guys get, like I said, you guys in the comments again. Thank you for commenting. It's good to have you on. Episode's blowing up right now, so thank you for being a part of it. Again, we're doing a giveaway at some point, 500 subscriber giveaway. We'll do one at 1,000 as well. This one will be a good one. The $1,000 subscriber giveaway will be even better. So, we know who you guys are that comment consistently. And if you comment on a live show, you're going to be entered to win the giveaway. And the more you comment, the more opportunities you have to be in. It doesn't mean just comment. Like if you guys are some of you guys are diehard listeners, we appreciate that, and you guys comment a lot. So comment like you normally would. And
even if you want to put Michigan beat Ohio State and Michigan still sucks on there, we'll take that too. I mean, that's a crazy statement, but it's true. So
and share the show with your friends, please. We're trying to get to 500. We did. Now we're trying to get to 1,000, and let's get this podcast monetized. That'd be great. So
that would be.
But you guys continue to give your thoughts on who you think gets in. And what the playoff bracket is. Let us know your thoughts. But
Arizona State, they're a team that's going to make it in there. Watch, and they're not even in the bracket right now. Oh wait, they're in the bracket, right?
They're in the bracket, yeah.
Yeah, okay, but they're gonna go up. They throttled somebody today. Who was it? Nobody good, but they throttled them. Yeah, they throttled Arizona today.
I think they beat up Arizona, bud.
All right, I'm gonna go through
49-7.
Twitter here.
Against a rival. It's pretty good.
Are you going through Twitter?
Do I what?
Are you been going through Twitter?
I don't go on Twitter, man. No, that's probably my least favorite out of all of them. I like Instagram. That's pretty much it. Instagram, and that's the only one for sports, really. I never really got into Twitter. I don't know. Well, it's called X now. But
me neither, bud. You're good.
Never got into
it. I mean, like, look at all these scores today. I mean, if we're just going off of what we saw from Week 14 alone, Tennessee just beats off Vanderbilt. So, I mean, they're a decent team. So, South Carolina beat Clemson, though. Like, that should mean something.
It's big.
But Illinois beat up on Northwestern. I mean, that is our biggest win as the whole season. Look at their strength and schedule. They're 9-3. They'll probably go to 20th or 21st. I mean, that's not the biggest, snub or something. Like, you look at all the teams we beat against, Wisconsin, USC, like, if I know they lost to, Notre Dame. Notre Dame's interesting because, again, they don't have a bowl game to really go off of, but they don't have, the worst loss so far a whole season. So I don't really know how to judge Notre Dame, but personally, they might look at them a little differently than everybody else. Like, if everyone else is lost and I'm just saying 11-1, like that right there. I mean, I get that they didn't lose to a really good team, but still, they're still going to be considered for that 5th or 6th or 7th spot for sure. So,
all right. I'm just gonna pull up some footage of the game and stuff. You guys keep talking, but they interviewed Khalil Mullings at the end, and he pretty much called Ohio State trash. Man, what a joke, man! Because I guarantee you they started the fight. I mean, that's Ohio State, man. That's what they do. They don't know how to lose.
Yeah, when they win big, and when they lose badly.
Yeah.
Poorly.
But they can dish it out, but they can't take it. That's Ohio State for you. But looking at the bracket, guys, I mean, overall, I think we still get in, like, at 5 or whatever it is. We get in at 5. Yeah, they got pepper spray, too. I couldn't believe that.
Michigan players got pepper spray. Did Ohio State's get pepper spray, too? Because there's a picture of Michigan guys.
Ohio State got pepper spray, too, right?
So they
that's what Vance is saying. So I hope so, man, because that would be even more homer bias if they didn't get pepper sprayed. PSU 1, Georgia 2. I'm torn on SMU, Clemson, Arizona State 4, Oregon 5, Texas 6, Notre Dame 7, Ohio State 8. Damn it. Tennessee 9, Indiana 10, Boise State 11, Alabama 12. Yeah, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Somehow, you do know that Alabama or Ohio State's going to get in. That's just what we've been hearing for so long. You cannot, in the first 12-team bracket, not have both Ohio State and Alabama in. I totally get where the listen's coming from. Yeah, I would not be surprised if that was kind of where it goes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Can you imagine? Like, if Georgia lost last night, for example, like, say Georgia loses to Texas, right? Like, can you imagine the first playoff without Ohio State, Alabama, or Georgia in? That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be unbelievable.
But here's the thing. Ohio State will play Tennessee, and at this point, I think Tennessee beats them, but I think they lose long before they get to us, if they get to us. Now, you're saying if they have they have Ohio State 8, you're saying that, okay, so I'll pull up the bracket again real quick.
Yeah.
Just so you guys can see it.
Yeah, this is according to a list right here.
Yes, so you have us at 1, Georgia 2. Can you see my mouse? No.
Nope.
Clemson 3 most likely. Boise or Arizona State 4. Oregon 5. Texas 6, Notre Dame 7, Ohio State 8, Tennessee 9. So, oh my God, man, that would suck because they would put them in our bracket.
That would suck. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I think Ohio State's going to 10, man. I mean, they lost to an unranked Michigan team. I mean, I get it; it's a rivalry game, and they're going to play a factor into that, and Michigan owning the state of Ohio recently. So it's really hard to say exactly where they're going to put them. I think we'll know more after the Big Ten chip and after the conference championships. The rankings this week will be telling, but they won't be telling the whole story. So words right. They won't be telling the whole story. So we'll have to wait for that. I don't know, man. I could see Ohio State at 9, maybe 10. Arizona State, I think, deserves to be up there because their schedule's not great, but this is an insane season for them, man. Good for them.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, man. I think even because they have 2 losses, I think Indiana is above Ohio State. I think maybe even Alabama will be above Ohio State. So, but here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, I swear to God they have our number every year. I don't know if Kirk Herbstreit's on the committee. I don't think he is. I hope to God he's not. But they'll put them in our bracket if they can. But that's the thing, man. I don't think they'll be rated that high. There's no way they can be that high. Illicit, it's nothing against what you're telling us. You have your opinions. We have ours. I don't think Ohio State's above Indiana. I don't think they're above Tennessee. I don't think they're above Alabama. I think even Alabama will be above. I don't know, man. No, Alabama won't be.
No, they won't.
Alabama has, 3 losses?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're not going to be above Indiana.
I mean, so when I look at here, if this were to happen, okay, let's just go through the hypotheticals. Let's say Penn State beats Oregon, we're 1. If Penn State loses, I'd say we go no lower than 7th. Like, there's a possibility that they could look at Notre Dame or Georgia or Texas, whoever is the loser of the SEC champion, could actually go ahead of us. I could see them doing that. I mean, there's just their biasm, but it's like either 1, 5, or 7 is where Penn State will go at the end of this, no matter what happens with 2 losses. Now, here's another big question.
They're either 1 or 5, no matter what. That's it.
Right. So,
but real quick, Jared, I just want to say, he said, I know it's controversial, but I almost feel like we need another crack at OSU in the playoff. I agree. I think if we play them again, some people have said we won't lose to them again if we play them again. So, yeah, that was quick off the top of my head, Illicit. Thanks for doing that, Illicit. Bama got that was Oklahoma for his 3rd loss. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. But no, so you look at the SEC championship. If you look at the SEC championship now, if Texas loses tonight, are they still in the championship?
Yeah. If A&M wins, if A&M wins, A&M has a loss that's out of conference, so I don't know. They might win the head-to-head. Actually, if A&M wins, they go to the championship in the SEC.
Okay.
And they'll play Texas, I think. They'll just play again. Wait, what? We have to look at this here.
Yeah, we do really have to talk about what's going to come next. Like,
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think they just play again.
Who's that?
That's terrible.
Texas A&M and Texas, man, because Texas only.
If Texas A&M wins tonight, then they play each other in the SEC championship next week.
Because Georgia
I thought Georgia was in no matter what.
Oh, wait, that's true.
Because Texas A&M is way worse. Like,
they're
Texas A&M loses,
even if they win, they're 9-3.
Totally
You're right. So Georgia
totally
and Texas will be in the SEC no matter what. You're right. Okay, so that answers that question. So let's say Georgia beats Texas. I think that Georgia will then have the 2nd spot naturally. Now the question is, where does Texas fall to? Because they'll be
lose to
11.
Georgia?
Yeah, if they lose to Georgia,
they'll be at 6.
So
they won't be above us.
Here's the thing. Because here's the hypothetical that we're going to throw out. Say Texas A&M beats Texas tonight. That would make them 10-2. If they lose to Georgia, that means they're 10-3. Are you seriously going to take a 10-3 team like Texas? Like, how far could they fall? Because it's like that could be 7 or 8 at the lowest.
Holy crap! Illicit said if A&M wins, it's A&M Georgia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's what I was thinking. I know A&M had one more chance to get in there.
Which, dude, you're taking Texas in the playoff over Ohio State, so that would be good. Yeah. Because Georgia's getting in, and I don't think Ohio State gets in then, because Texas will most certainly be above them, and I don't know if they get in. I don't know, man. These rankings tomorrow are very important.
They are.
The rankings tomorrow are very important. Next Sunday is the final reveal, but Tuesday, we'll be doing a show again. But tomorrow's rankings, they'll say everything. They'll say everything, because if Ohio State's ranked high, which they should not be, man, they lost at home to an unranked Michigan team. They should not be ranked high. Yeah, they should get a 5 or 6 at the lowest. Like that, they should drop several spots. Brett, they should be like, what, 9 or 10, right? At least.
Ohio State, yeah.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, 100%.
They should
We'll find out, but I would not be shocked if they keep them like around 6 or 7.
Listen, teams that were below Ohio State that won their game are going to jump them. It's simple math.
So Omid said it too. Texas versus Texas A&M goes to the SEC championship. So
okay, cool. All right,
and I think Illicit agrees with us that if Texas loses tonight, right? What's the score?
Yes.
I have it up right now.
Did it really start yet? Or I don't think it started yet.
Yeah, Texas A&M. Yeah, they're on.
Just recently, right?
Police used pepper spray today.
Nothing. Still nothing in that game.
It started a few minutes ago.
Yeah, so it's at Texas A&M. So if Texas A&M wins, they go play Georgia in the SEC title game. Georgia wins. Texas, the fact that they lost is good for us because no matter what, they're still getting in.
Yeah.
But do they get in against Ohio State? Let's compare losses. Texas lost to Georgia, and they lost to who else? That's it. They lost to Georgia. That's it.
Twice. Maybe. Or not even twice.
Twice.
Just one.
So they lost to Georgia. That's it.
No,
you're putting them in.
Yep.
And Texas A&M on the road is a way better loss than Michigan at home.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my God, man, that's so great.
It's definitely true. You're right.
We need Texas A&M.
Okay, so all right.
We need Texas A&M to take the throne tonight. We need them to go. Go Aggies, go. Go Aggies.
If A&M wins, OSU it out.
Yeah.
Go Aggies, go.
Go Aggies.
Yes, sir.
Go.
He's right.
Where's
Yes,
the A&M fight song? I'm playing that next.
We can play the Michigan fight song today too. We got to play a Michigan fight song. We're not just. Oh, we play Michigan's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you play Penn State. You play Penn State's and Michigan's.
No, I just played Michigan's.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That was
selling over 3 million.
Shut up. Ah, shoot.
Let's go Michigan. Let's go.
But yeah, I played Michigan's fight song. Yeah, you heard it, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't know that was their fight song. I just heard a fight song.
Can you guys hear that?
I can.
Texas A&M. Go Aggies, go. Go Aggies, go.
Let's go Texas A&M. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. There's still a fighting chance.
We're running for you.
What is it? The 12th man?
Yep.
Wasn't a
All
big
right,
fan
OSU
of
drops to
the
6 or
See?
7.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
he agrees with me. He agrees with me.
So I just want to clarify one thing. When I say they should drop to whatever, meaning that's what they should drop to, that doesn't mean they are.
Yeah.
So
Right.
this is Ohio State.
It's Ohio
we're talking
State,
about.
bud. They'll make exceptions no matter what.
6 or 7 sounds too high, though. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe 8.
Indiana beat Michigan and OSU lost to them. How does that committee view it? Yes, exactly.
Yep.
I still think.
Yeah, that's so true.
So, Alyssa, you're saying that Ohio State would be good for gate sales? Is that what you're saying?
They'll be good for Steel Reserve sales after this weekend, for sure. They're locked in their closet, drowning themselves.
Yeah.
And Steel Reserve 40s.
What kind of an insult is that, Brett?
What? Steel Reserve?
Yeah.
Very cheap beer. It's awful, especially the malt liquor. Like, think
Drink
about
the Steel
drinking...
Reserve and Crown
it's
Roos.
bad. Like, Milwaukee's Best is a better version of Steel Reserve. Think about how bad that beer is. That would be a come-up. They can't even afford Milwaukee's Best right now. They don't have it in them. They're spending all... They already booked a flight to the Big Ten Championship. They're not getting a refund. They already paid for the flights. Ohio State fans, they paid for the flights, and they can't even go. If they're gonna go to root for Penn State because they lost to Oregon already. Well, I don't know.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But like, let's get back to what I was doing about like. So Texas A&M, if it is say Texas A&M wins out and they take on Georgia in the SEC, and Georgia wins, then Georgia's number 2. I think that really kind of clarifies all that. But then the question is, where do you put Texas after that?
Yeah.
Because Georgia clearly will be number 2. And then number 3 will go to ACC. And I'm just going to be throwing it out. I think that SMU actually is going to be tough to beat. I personally am going to go with them over Clemson, whoever is in the ACC championship. That's just me talking. And number 4, that's the Mountain West. That's I'm saying that's Boise State, so number 4. And then number 5. That's the real question. It's like 5 through 9 are going to be almost impossible to rank because obviously teams like Indiana and Tennessee, they're obviously going to be somewhere around that area. But it's like, I don't know. You take Tennessee, Georgia, and what about Miami? Like, just because they don't have it, like, do they have a shot at like being in the top? Because the only they'll be 10-2. I mean, I don't know. I think a Miami team might have a better chance of getting in than Ohio State does. Because the Syracuse team they lost to, weren't they ranked? Like they have a good record. I think they actually have a decent record, Syracuse.
They should have been ranked, technically. Syracuse is like 9-3. They should have been ranked over some of these teams they have ranked. That Syracuse is decent. Other than that game,
they're 9-3, dude. The Syracuse was 9-3, so that's a good ranked team. So I would rather take a Miami team over Ohio State.
Kevin Chandler says we beat Oregon 27-17. Yeah,
Wow.
I do think we have a good shot at beating.
I like
Oregon.
that confidence.
It's going to have to be run heavy. We're going to have to get the boys ready. Nick Singleton looks great right now. He's healthy.
Oh, he
You
looked
guys see him?
great tonight, dude. He was
looked
absolutely fantastic.
man. Yep. He needs to have a big game. I think he will. We need Harrison Wallace back, man. Tyler Warren's going to do his thing. They're going to feed him.
All right, do we beat Oregon? You guys think we beat Oregon?
We can. If we beat him, I think
mean,
we'll beat him
there's
by
always
like 3.
that chance, dude. I mean, we're going to have to play the best defensive game of our lives, I think. And I don't know about – listen, we're talking about what are the weaknesses that you have to focus on. And right now, it is the offensive line and play calling with Drew Aller. There are a lot of times in that game where I watched the ball sail into the air, and it was like nowhere near where either a receiver or he wasn't attending. And I just saw one play in particular where it was like about 7 or 8 feet over his head, the receiver. I don't know who was thrown to, but I just watched the camera go right back to Aller, and he's doing this. And it's just like, really, that was on you? I thought that because the guy missed his route. And it's like, you're watching the guy say, my bad. It's like, that cannot be that inaccurate. Like, that disturbs me. Like, you cannot be that inaccurate against teams like Oregon. It just makes me wonder.
You're talking about Amari Evans in the end zone? Evans.
I was talking about like a play. I was talking about a play that like they were on like the 30 or 40-yard line. Like
Fleming didn't it was miscommunication. Fleming was supposed to break on a route, or he stopped his route. So Fleming messed that play up. And then the one to Amari Evans in the end zone, or close to the end zone, where he overthrew Amari. Amari had his guy beat. Amari tripped. So Amari's too fast for his own good.
Yes,
He tripped
that
over
one
his
I
own
did
feet.
see. I did see he did stumble. That play, you're right. I remember that.
That was Amari's fault. That was Amari's fault.
Yeah.
So a couple miscommunications, but I wasn't worried about those. I wasn't worried about these stupid trick plays that they're doing, or the eye candy stuff when they just need to do a normal freaking play. Instead, they do the trick play, don't get any yards out of it, and it sets us back 3rd and long. You can't do that, man.
Yeah.
Just do a normal freaking play. Seriously.
I know. You're not wrong there either.
Also, don't you guys think we play better in tempo? When we do high tempo, we play much better. When we play slow, we look terrible. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Play with tempo
that's
more
true.
often
I mean,
than
I'm
not.
just saying,
We look
like,
better.
Like, listen, I remember I made one comment about the play calling in particular. Like, regardless of what the score is, I said, like, you cannot tell me the one play where they were 3rd and 11 and they gave Tyler Warren the ball and he ran the ball for 3 yards and it was like a miserable 4th and 8. I was just like, I don't really care what the score is or what time of the game it is. Like, you cannot make plays like that happen. Like, that stuff, I don't ever want to see those types of trick plays, regardless of what you were intending. Like, you can't do things like that.
They only did that because we were up big, so it didn't matter. But I was not. 3rd and 11, they had Tyler run the ball. I'm like, that's stupid, man. Yeah. That's a dumb play call. I wasn't happy about it either. Trust me, I was mad. Oregon's at 3.5 point favorite right now, guys, against us. 3.5. Yep.
3.5. Okay.
Wow,
yeah, that's fair.
That's
I would
really
give
respectable.
I would give him 6.
I'm very happy with that.
So what I want to know, and this is like totally doesn't matter, but are we wearing blue uniforms or white uniforms? That's what I want to know. It's probably Oregon. Oregon's at home, right? Is that?
It's Indianapolis, so I think we're probably going to wear blue.
We wore blue last time.
It's Indianapolis, but the Big Ten Championship's held in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I think it's going to be blue.
Okay.
I'd like to think it would be blue.
Oregon's best fun.
It's close to us, so.
Yeah. Kevin's right. Like, I think we win. I do. And Kevin's very optimistic. Kevin's always very optimistic for Penn State, but okay, why do we wear white, illicit? Why do we
all thought
why
blue
do we
is
wear
white.
Illicit? Dude, what do you like?
I don't think
Oregon can't stop the run, and Oregon QB throws a lot of crazy passes. Yeah, see, our defense, I think our defense is totally gonna. Dude, all you gotta do. This is what you gotta do against Oregon, right? This is what I did when I played them on NCAA football on PS5. I went to prevent. That's it. I went to prevent the whole game. Shut them down totally.
Yep.
That's all you got to do, man. They run a 4-2-5. Okay, so this is what you do. You put Abdul, make him a hybrid between a lineman and a linebacker. Yep. You put Kobe King and Tony Rojas out there.
How about Rojas today?
Dude, you pretty much run a 7-man defensive back backfield, and you're good. You're going to win. You're going to win.
Yeah.
You're going to win. If we run, that's what they're going to do, man. That's what they're going to do. All they have to do is pretty much run a prevent, quote-unquote, whatever, prevent defense. You're good. They can win. I think they beat Oregon. I've said it all year. We can beat Oregon. I've said it all year.
You guys want to hear unpopular opinion? It might be popular. I think Davian Collins, the one who had the first pick, I think it was the first pick, I think he should start over Jalen Kimber. Jalen Kimber has not been good lately. He does not look good. He let up the only touchdown against Maryland. He got beat. Put Davian Collins in there, man. I know he's not as lengthy and not as tall, but he plays hard, man. Give somebody else the start over there. A.J. Harrison's locked down you.
Yeah.
The other side, not really a fan of Jalen Kimber's play recently. So,
but Alyssa just made a great point, one of many that he makes. They should let us wear white for the whiteout, and then make the other team wear their home jerseys. I mean, that's like you're wearing your home jerseys at home. We know who you are because you're not wearing white, and that's just like a total troll for the other team. Let us wear white. Make whiteout uniforms. Make specific Ohio whiteout uniforms. They wear white shoes for the throwback game, so why not? Let them wear white shoes, all white, decked out.
Sick.
That'd be awesome.
Listen,
but they should do that.
That would be awesome.
They should do that for the Big Ten title game.
The Big Ten title game, I'd rather see us wear white, but blue would be good luck because we won in blue in 2016.
Yes.
So at the same time, it's really hard to say, but blue's good luck for that. But I think we play better in white for some reason. I don't know. Some away games we just look better.
But Alyssa said it's a guess. I do think we wear blue though, Brett. You're right. Now, why do you say we wear blue? Explain yourself.
We're closer to Indiana, so that's my thought. You know what I'm saying? Like we're closer.
Brett, can you darken the room and put a lampshade over your head while you're being interrogated? Why are we wearing blue?
Why do you want to wear blue?
Yeah, we won all of our away games. But I thought we would wear white because I thought Oregon would be the home team, but maybe not.
It'll come out soon. I don't know.
I personally think it's blue myself, too, just because, again, I liked what I saw from that defense today. Yes, I mean, the one bad play in the beginning of the game, that's totally just a mistake. Like, it's completely throwawayable. I mean, I was amazed how you looked at how the whole quarter went for them. It was a little bit of, like, you're in the cold, like, you got to adjust to, like, that kind of playing environment. And once the second quarter started, dude, they didn't look back. They just looked so ferocious in those uniforms today. I mean, I was so impressed with the defense, dude. They were coming at him every which way. Now, again, is Maryland like the biggest threat to anything? No, of course not. But again, you just looked as good as you possibly could on your defense. So I just feel like that's the momentum we want to go with. I personally, that's why I would think they would go with blue, because when you look the best against the team and it makes that kind of an impact, you keep going with that momentum until it doesn't work.
Yeah.
The episode on YouTube's blowing up right now, so thank you guys. Tons of comments.
Yes,
lots
thanks,
of people
guys.
watching. It's really blowing up, so thank you for that. Yeah, keep the comments coming. I don't plan on getting off here for a while, so we won all of our away games. Brett.
Yeah.
So, what do we do against Oregon? Like, how's this game going to go down?
I mean, I think we have a better chance if we can figure out how to run the ball with Nick Singleton, man. Shorten the game. That's how we're going to win the game. Because, like I said, if Harrison Wallace isn't healthy or 100% healthy, you don't really have many threats on the outside. Look what happened today. I mean, Amari Evans had some good catches, but he's no Harrison Wallace. Harrison Wallace has been our saving grace as a receiver this year. He's had a respectable year, like 600 some yards, something like that. Nothing crazy, but he had a lot of catches. He was our second leading receiver except for Tyler Warren. So if we don't have Wallace, it's going to be rough, man. We're going to have to run the ball in heavy formations. Us getting beat up on offensive line has not been good. I mean, Donko being hurt. It was a good sign. Liwane went back in the game after he got dinged up a little bit in the first half. He went back out there. He's a tough guy. He's 350, 6'4", whatever he is. He's huge.
He's huge.
He's a mammoth of a human being. So we need him in there. Yeah, I mean, short passing game.
I just want to say this real quick. If James Franklin beats Oregon and we go number 1 and we win our first game, he's redeemed in my mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So,
in order to be the man, you have to beat the man. That's what they always say.
If he wins his first game after beating Oregon, then he's totally redeemed. And give the man everything he wants. So.
Yep, it's true.
First of all, give him first and foremost, give him receivers, which
please
is going to happen.
Absolutely, amen to that.
Give him some receivers.
So for me personally, again, I'm a game planner myself when it comes to the games. Now, again, I know more about defensive side than I do about offensive side. But yeah, if you're talking about what offensive scheme could you come up with against Oregon, let me see, for your receivers, do we know anything about these guys in terms of their blocking? Do they know anything about the line? If they have to be a good blocker, do we know anybody who's good on our line, with our wide receivers?
All right,
Fleming's pretty good at blocking.
Fleming's
really good blocking.
That's why they put him in there for a run.
So there you put it. So I'm saying that's the secret weapon.
Too.
If Julius Fleming is playing in this game, I just feel like that would be the best option for them to do something effective because, I think you're right. The run game is where it's going to have to be. If Oregon is as bad as the run defense as they are, I think that's the only way you can go with this. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to take anything away from Drew Aller, but Bo Prabula, dude knows how to run that football. I really like how that dude runs. So if you have to get creative with your run game, I wouldn't mind trying to throw in a Prabula run or here or there, because if that's what gets you results, that's what you do. You can't really rely truly on what we don't have, which is a good passing game with really good receivers. I'm not saying Julius Fleming or Wallace or Clifford are not good receivers, but it's just you can't rely on them getting down the field with Aller with big connects. You just don't see that. That's not really the thing that they're known for. So I think you're right. I think the run game is where it's going to have to be, and I would just personally use whatever you can to get the blocks, to get those holes out, and just let those guys run amok.
So here's another thing too. If Texas A&M wins tonight, we're number 2 in the country, and
yes.
But either way, we're number 3 at least rankings-wise tomorrow.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Now, what matters is the lower rankings, where Ohio State is, where Alabama is, all that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Indiana will. They will.
And this isn't basketball, guys. This is football. This isn't. This is football. This would have been a funny thing if it was basketball.
Did Bama beat Auburn?
By a touchdown. Yeah.
All right. Did Indiana win today?
Yeah, they're going to destroy Purdue. They're going to destroy Purdue.
Wait, did they play?
21-0. It's 21-0 for Indiana right now.
Okay, yeah, they're going to beat the hell out of them. And nobody scored in the Texas A&M game. Let's go, Aggies. Let's go. Let's go, Aggies.
Yep.
Well, they're going to get ready to kick a field goal, so it's going to be.
Matt's about to jump on, guys.
What's up?
Matt's about to jump on.
Oh,
all right.
And I'll say this right now: I'll put $1 million right now. Matt's going to the game, so
yeah,
nice.
Matt
was
at
the victors.
Dude, Matt is we're diehard fans, but Matt is he's on another level.
He's on another level. Yeah.
He goes to all the games. He has all the memorabilia you can imagine. He knows tons of people, knows tons of players. He wanted to. He was trying to help me get Daryl Clark on here.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I love Daryl Clark. He's the man. Daryl Clark is the man.
I actually bumped into him once at the food court when I went to Penn State. I was a student, 2008 or 9. I just was getting my stuff, had my tray and everything, slid through, and the person who was paying in front of me, and I heard him speak, and I was like, and then I looked up, and there he was.
He has a pretty distinct voice.
So huge in person. The cameras don't do it justice when they put it. Oh my God, dude! I thought I was standing next to the Hulk. He is so huge.
Yeah, I don't know what he did.
I don't know
That's
what he
one
looks like
thing I
now,
would
but
ask him. Two things I would ask. One, against Iowa in 08, did you have a concussion? Were you concussed in that game? Because we shouldn't have lost that game. I mean, that was a totally heartbreaking. Not blaming him, man. Like, I love that guy. But, man, he threw that interception and we lost. And two, like, did you do, like, bicep curls all day, every day, or what? Like, his arms were huge.
Right. Yeah.
Like, those are not normal for a quarterback. His arms are massive.
Yeah. I mean, I think what I can measure, like, I'm like 24, 25-inch spread from shoulder to shoulder. I'm going to assume the dude, when I saw it, I could say speculate 35, 40. Like, he just, jeez, like.
He probably had.
Screw that. They decided to go for a touchdown and got it.
Who?
Texas. They got stopped on 4th and 2, and they decided to go for it, and they got a touchdown off it.
Is Arch Manning playing quarterback right now?
He is.
What's up, Matt?
Dude, Ewers is 4 for 6. Listen to this: 4 for 6 for -3 yards. It's Quinn Ewers.
So Arch Manning's
Ewers' downfall needs to be studied.
Matt, can you hear us? We can't hear you, bud. Wait.
I can't hear him.
Yeah, you are muted right now, Matt.
Hey, how you guys doing?
All right, good.
Hey, there you are, bud.
All right, we're in. Yeah, I'm just going to the other room. I'm gonna turn the TV down. I think I'm watching it just like you guys on the other.
We're rooting for the Aggies tonight. Okay. Rooting for the Aggies tonight, Matt.
Ewer's ankle is screwed up. That's what's wrong with him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yo.
How you doing, man?
Good.
You going to the game?
Good. Gotta feel real good. I mean, like, listen, it's a little frustrating because we've seen now the blueprint to beat Ohio State 4 years in a row. Yeah. And we have not really followed it. We're still trying to outskill them, outspeed them, out-transfer portal them. I get it, but, man, that Michigan offensive line and that defensive line in the middle, they're ferocious, man.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, there's no stopping it. There's no stopping it. And, you know, I was kind of torn because I've said this, you know, a lot with the playoffs. The seeding is complete crapshoot, right? Yeah. You could get in a seed like the NCAA tournament in basketball. You can be in a lower seed, but like a good region and find your way there. But the more I'm thinking about it, I think they match up fine with Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You have a chance for a bye.
Mm-hmm.
You have a chance to play the lowest rated team, which is not going to be Georgia. It would be the only team I'd want to kind of stay away from. Alabama, give me them. That's fine. Ohio State, just because I think they may be in our head, but I'm cool. I'm cool with our chances against Oregon next week, and I think they'll beat them. I think they'll beat them.
I agree, man. I do think we win. And then we're number one, Matt. But Matt, are you going to the game?
I just saw tickets. It's like $250, $300 for flight from Newark to Indy. It's not that bad. I was there in 2016. You know, Mark, I got 2 kids and a wife and a full-time job. So, you know, those weekend getaways, they're tough sells, man. They're tough sells, man. And then you're thinking like from a fan perspective, there's this thing called like Bama broke from all the playoff games that they've had to pay for in the SEC championship games. Like, I'm thinking like there'll be a couple playoff games there, you know. So, I kind of want to pick and choose where I stand with that, because theoretically, I mean, you could be paying for 4 games if you go the whole way. We'll see.
Oh man.
Miami done.
Yeah.
Miami's done. Do you agree?
Yeah. Matt, does Ohio State get in?
Does Ohio State get in? Of course, because the other teams are so bad. I mean, look at Bama with 3 losses. This is, it's such a shitty situation because the first year they finally go to the college football playoff, and they would have been in. But if you look at the rankings, guys, here, I mean, like, of course they're in, right? Miami's 6th, they're done. Tennessee wasn't overly impressive. They got to go in over Indiana, right? Remember, Clemson lost today. Alabama wasn't that pretty.
Nope.
You know, you're still going to have a situation, and I'm going to call it right now. I think that Kansas State's going to beat Iowa State, and I think Houston's going to beat BYU, and I think Colorado's going to wind up in the Big 12 championship game.
Wow.
I'm just going to put that on record right now, and I've been pretty good on record this year with
It's interesting.
with my stuff, and I think that's going to throw an interesting wrench.
That would be.
Yeah, I remember at halftime of USC, you're like, "Oh, we're fine."
We're fine.
And I was panicking, and then we won. So you were right.
Told you last week, Texas A&M would get crushed, and they were. This game right here, I mean, I don't even know who to root for. Do you guys feel the same way? Like, I don't know who to root for. Like, it's just like kind of like a lottery. Like, I feel like I'm going to look back on it and be like, oh, I wish I rooted for this team or that team because of the seeding.
I think we want Texas A&M to win tonight.
Right, because I think if Texas wins tonight, we are definitely going to be like, all right, no, we have no choice but to beat Oregon. Because you do know that if we lose to Oregon, they're going to find some way, like Matt is saying, to like jump Ohio State over us. Like there's some way they're going to do that. Because again, if we lost to them and they have the same record as we do, like I'm concerned now that it's like if Texas wins and we lose.
But how? Because look. I'm going to start at 15. South Carolina, 3 losses. Ole Miss, 3 losses. Bama, 3 losses. Clemson, did they win today or lose? They lost.
They lost.
3 losses.
They lost.
Boise State, I don't know. Indiana, we got to go in over Indiana. I don't care about the 2 losses. SMU, okay. Tennessee, 2 losses. Georgia, 2 losses. Yeah, you're right. We want to root for Texas A&M because the loser of the Texas A&M, the loser of the Texas Georgia game next week will have 3 losses. Miami's out. I mean, I don't know how. I don't know how we would get to that situation.
So where would you put us lowest if, like, again, worst case scenario, we lose and Texas wins? Where would you say we would go then?
Okay, so I mean, so let's play it out, right? So you're saying Oregon beats us, that's 1. Okay, you say Texas wins out?
Yeah.
Okay, so Texas wins, that's 2. Notre Dame 3, right? Ohio State 4, Georgia 5, Tennessee 6. SMU 7, Indiana 8, Boise State 9. I mean, right? I mean, Clemson can't go in over us. I mean, Clemson's playing SMU for the ACC championship, so only one of those 2 are in. Alabama has 3 losses. Alabama's not going in over us. I mean, they have some bad losses this year. Ole Miss, they can't. South Carolina, you know what I mean? So I don't know how we fall all the way that far. Just looking at the number of teams, I mean, how would that happen?
Matt, can you see the comments?
Iowa State wins. Arizona State loses. BYU loses. Colorado will play Iowa State. This long thing?
Yeah. Colorado plays BYU.
Yeah, because I don't know, because like Miami's out. Miami's out of it now. We can all agree with that. They're done.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally. They're out.
You know, so SMU
And Clemson.
or Clemson, they're just going to trade off.
Yep.
Now, does Arizona State have to be in
See, that's the thing. That's the Big 12 right now. So, right? Arizona State's...
Yeah, they're leading right now.
Yes, they're Big 12, yes.
Yeah.
And SMU, they are also... What are they? They're Big 12?
ACC. They're playing
ACC.
Clemson in the chip. They're playing
All right,
Clemson in the chip.
so Clemson is going to be 3. So Ohio State definitely gets in. Are they going to put them in our bracket, Matt?
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to play back this scenario of us not getting in. Like, what would?
There's no way.
How do you? I just don't understand how you lose a one possession game at home on basically the final play, and then you're the number 3 team in the country 1 week, and then you lose to number 1 on a neutral site by 7 points, and all of a sudden you're not one of the top 12 teams in the country. I mean, we'd have to go in over Indiana just because Indiana got embarrassed.
I think we'll still go.
Embarrassed by Ohio.
I think that's what I was really saying about, like, my concern was how low they would put us. Like, that's where I was, like, thinking, like, how many teams could jump us with the, like, Notre Dame exception because they don't have their they have a conference to, like, championship to talk about, and a team like wherever they put Texas or Georgia or whoever wins SEC.
So let me kick this back to you. Let's say we get in with the 12 seed and we play Notre Dame. How good do you feel about that at South Bend? I feel good about that.
Oh, I feel good about that, yes.
Yeah, we definitely beat Notre Dame for sure.
We're going to be
fine with that.
If we win, we'll be a 1 seed. If we lose, we'll be a 5 or 6. That's the lowest we'll go.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if
we're
you
not going below
about
5,
giving
Matt.
yourself the most like buffer, then you need Texas A&M to win.
Unless we get blown out against Oregon, we're not going below 5.
No, maybe 6 top at the latest, but at the lowest.
Smouch
But that's the
said they
thing.
need
Are they
Rudy.
going to hold it against teams for making it to their conference championship game and have to play an additional game?
Well, I don't think so. No, based off what I've heard,
they're not going to
like Texas loses to Georgia, they're going to be 6. Yeah, depending on who you are. No, for us, absolutely not. For Texas, no. Now for ACC, like Clemson wins, whoever loses is out totally. Yeah. Boise State, they're not going to lose, so no. But Big Ten, SEC, definitely not. Anyone else, I don't know. Yeah. But the way it's playing out, the way it's playing out, we're 5.
1, 5, or 6. 1, 5.
We're 5. They're 6.
Okay.
Yeah, 1, 5, or 6. That's what it comes down to.
They said they have to look at the game. Yeah, so unless we get blown out, man, we're not moving.
We're not getting blown out by Oregon, dude. Our defense is too ferocious on the line. They have a good defensive line, too, really good. So we got to watch out for that. I think it's going to be a defensive battle. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I'll take the under all day. I don't know what the score is right now.
Alyssa said with ACC and Big 12, they will probably kick out the loser of those games, yeah.
At least one of them, yeah, depending on what it is. Yep.
Smouch, what do you think?
What was he saying that we'll need Rudy to
Smouch is probably eating Greek food right now.
Yeah, you got the Greek goddess. Greek goddess dressing. Let me get that.
Dude, his family, they own like they have that Greek restaurant, State College.
Yep. Yeah, I've been to his spot.
And dude, he's a chef, so one of these days, man, he's gonna be cooking. One of these days, he's gonna be cooking for me. I'm gonna hire him to be my chef.
Nice.
But dude, he went to the Alex, where'd you go? The Gordon School of Cutlery or something like that.
Oh wow.
He went to the the Bourdain School of Culinary.
Yeah.
Like he's legit, dude. Like he's a legit chef. Yeah,
Nice.
he's legit. I think the Big Ten has proved all year that it's the best conference. Yeah, I agree. So I believe Penn State, even with they lost to Oregon, drops to as low as 5 or even 6 or worst. Yep. Culinary Institute of America. That's the Anthony Bourdain School, right, Alex?
Wow.
Yeah, it was up in Poughkeepsie, New York.
That's a totally different CIA.
Yeah, man. He's like, I told him, like, if he wants to open a restaurant in State College, and actually have some good food in State College. But
wow,
yeah. So get his autograph when you see him. Yeah, I'm worried Notre Dame will get the 5 spot, and the SEC loser and Big 12 loser gets 6-7. Shit, really?
That's what I'm saying. Me and Alyssa are kind of on the same wavelength right here.
I don't think Notre Dame's going to get rewarded for sitting at home.
There's no way Notre Dame's above us, man. There's no way. They lost to Northern Illinois. There's no way they're above us.
Because they lost to Northern Illinois, there's no way. Yeah.
Well, that and the fact that they beat more ranked teams than us that were ranked at the time, but nah, man. But here's the thing: they beat Texas A&M on the road. And if Texas A&M beats Texas, then yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it is possible, Alyssa. Like, I don't disagree with you, but I just don't think there's any way. There's no way, man. There's no way. Now, say we didn't put up style points tonight. Say we didn't put up style points against Purdue. Then, okay, yeah, but nah, man, there's no way. Brett, do you actually think Notre Dame can be above us?
No, they'll be like 6. If
they can't. There's no way, dude. They don't even have They can't. They don't even have a conference championship game. There's no way.
You can't be rewarded for sitting at home and beating up on Army and Navy. Come on, dude.
Now listen, I remember a lot of people had a big conversation about the Ohio State Penn State thing. I know we went head to head and we had a loss against Michigan. I get that, but we were all talking about like the expense of how we got to the 2016 conversation and left out of the national championship was because Ohio State had like one less loss than we. But it's like we won the Big Ten championship, and it didn't matter. So they put Ohio State over us. So it's like. I'm just saying there's going to be ways the committee somehow looks at this and they're going to find ways. I've just seen it in the past. I'm trying not to be a pessimist, but I have seen in the past where we have got overlooked.
Yeah, listen,
if we put
you're not thinking wrong, Alyssa. I just disagree. Like, I don't think there's any way that happens, but you're not wrong. That's your opinion.
Even if we lose to Oregon by 3 points and we look good, like they're not going to put Notre Dame.
I don't know how you can go from 3 to 13 overnight. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Who are you talking about?
With that logic, Alabama should be like number 40 in the country, right?
Who are you talking about, Matt?
But I'm saying, like, by that logic, us going from number 3, even if we lose by a touchdown or 10 points to the number 1 team in the country on a neutral field, how do we go to what, 13?
No, he's saying Notre Dame could jump us.
I'm not saying we're going to be out of it. I'm not saying we're going to be out of the top 12. I'm just simply saying, like, how low we go. It's like, I want us to have at least a home game if we're in the first round. That's what I'm saying.
Alyssa said he thought
that's going to be hairy because Notre Dame's not doing anything. Georgia and, Georgia, Texas winner. Okay, that loser.
Matt, Alyssa said he thinks Notre Dame could possibly jump us.
How? Listen, if you're watching that game versus USC, USC had every opportunity to tie that game with 3 minutes left. It was a pass interference call. The guy pulled him down by the back of his collar. I don't care what the final score is. If the committee watched the game, USC is going in to tie that game with. But what good wins does Notre Dame have?
They beat Army. They beat A&M.
Army is not a top 25 team. I'm sorry. They beat Navy.
Well, they were 19 when they played them.
Okay. And then, so that means Georgia State. I think that's the one good thing about the committee where they true this up each week to say, okay, I don't care what we were when we played them, right? What really are they now?
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, that's been the one good thing.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about us too. Like they've been saying all year, our schedule's weak. Alex said he thinks the Big Ten is better than the SEC this year, which I agree with. But they've been giving us crap about our schedule all year. So,
Notre Dame's is worse. I think
Notre
Dame's
PSU's strength of schedule is stronger than Notre Dame's for sure.
Dude, they lost to Northern Illinois at home. I don't care if that was in September or August.
Here's the thing: we want Notre Dame to win today, which they did. We want them to win because that keeps other teams out. But Yeah, strength of schedule. Here's the thing, too, man. That win on the road against USC, I don't care what their record is now. That's a tough win. And like,
yeah,
and that was their starting quarterback. They were playing with
Minnesota was a tough win. Illinois was not easy. I mean,
Wisconsin was not.
I mean, Wisconsin had Oregon on the ropes last week.
But okay, so if we lose to Oregon, because at this point, I don't think they do the top 25 after next weekend. They only do the college football playoff rankings. So the only thing is, if Notre Dame roll for Notre Dame to get number 5 spot, even if they're ranked in the top 4. So if we lose to Oregon, what are we ranked?
So then let's figure it out. What are we projecting? I mean, Texas, if Texas wins tonight and you figure Texas beats Georgia. Okay,
yeah, Notre Dame has a bad loss. That's the thing.
Okay, so Notre Dame is still ahead of us. Notre Dame goes ahead of us. Texas is ahead of us. Oregon's ahead of us. Ohio State probably moves ahead of us. And then who else? Maybe Tennessee. I don't think Tennessee, but maybe Tennessee.
Are you talking about for the Tuesday rankings coming up or the final rankings? Because the
final
rankings.
So if we lose to Oregon, right, and Texas holds serve, and SMU holds serve, okay, you know, who could be ahead of us? Ohio State, Tennessee, Notre Dame, and then it would have to be us.
Ohio State's not going ahead of us.
How can they not? They beat us.
They lost to an unranked Michigan team. We wouldn't have a unranked loss. They'd be the number 1 team and the number 3 team.
Ohio State's not going ahead of us.
I don't know, guys. I don't feel really comfortable with that.
So if we lose to Oregon, Ohio State jumps us. You think that?
I mean,
if that scenario he played out, it could possibly happen. Yes.
But who has the worst loss?
Exactly. That's my thing.
Because we didn't get in 2016 because of our 2 losses, right? So they look at losses. I think they still do. Compare losses then.
Yeah.
We beat Ohio State head-to-head. They still got in. They beat us, but we lost to Ohio State and Oregon. They lost to Oregon and Michigan. Michigan is trash. So
they're not trash. They're
not trash.
They're a good team with a very bad quarterback and very little receiver. You know
what I mean. They're 7-5.
Yeah. No, they're not good. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not good. They were 23-point favorites, and
dude, we're beating Michigan this year. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Like, they could just get you in an ugly game, man. They could just get you in an ugly game.
All right, so final rankings. If Texas win and we lose, I think we get the 6th seed.
Okay.
That's the thing. I don't think. Yeah, I agree with that, but I don't think
7?
Texas. Yeah, but Texas isn't winning against Georgia. I don't think there's any way. Now, if they play Arch Manning, they got a shot because Arch Manning is unbelievable. He's going to be the first pick in the draft. But
I'm a little cold. I'm a little cold, man. I'm a little cold.
Both have
right now Texas looks like they're taking care of business against Texas A&M. They're going to score again.
Who has the head cost? Penn State? Is that who you're saying?
Penn Urs. So you're thinking Georgia is going to be what, the 3 seed?
If they win?
Mm-hmm.
No, dude, they're 2 seed no matter what.
If Georgia wins the SEC championship?
Yeah, they're 2 seed. They're not above us. They're not above Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if Oregon wins, they're number 1.
So, Cost, you're saying PSU has the head if they compare those losses?
I think you're saying Ohio State has the head.
But like that
doesn't
count for
I think he's talking
for postseason. I don't think that makes any sense. Like I said, we didn't lose to an unranked team. We lost to 2 top 5 teams. They did not. I don't know. That's the way I'm looking at it, anyways.
Oh, there's the famous sun.
I see that. Yeah.
He's
First
met
to
every
met,
Penn State
class of
football player
34.
on earth.
Yeah, class of
He's
34.
literally met. He's met every Penn State football player ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man.
What's your son's name?
Derek.
Derek. What's
Class
up, Derek?
of 34. There he is.
Class of 34. Derek. Is he still there?
Wow.
Yeah, he's playing. He'll kick. He'll punt. Anything for a
Yeah,
scholarship.
Derek. What position he's gonna play?
Whatever's needed.
He's gonna be playing with Greg Garrity's son.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay, so yeah, Big Ten gets the Rose and the Sugar SEC, so they'd want them number 1 and number 2. I'm lost right now. Give PSU a home playoff game at Beaver, 8 p.m., 20-degree weather against an SEC team. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Right, Frank.
absolutely. Yes, sir. Frank, that's a good point.
Well, who do you guys don't want to play? So that may be like a better question. Like who do you guys don't?
I don't want to play Georgia.
Georgia, Tennessee,
Georgia,
Ohio State,
Tennessee. I'm fine.
and that's it. That's it.
I'm fine with Tennessee.
Tennessee, I'm fine with too. Yeah, I'd rather play Tennessee than Georgia. You're talking about maybe two
Big Ten
teams.
gets-
Yeah, if it's not Oregon,
Alyssa's
it's
saying
Georgia.
that, yeah, no matter what, whether we win or Oregon wins, we're number 1, meaning Big Ten, and then Georgia or Texas is number 2. Clemson's probably 3.
Are we the number
Boise's-
1 seed over Texas? If Texas wins,
Yeah, the way it's set up is I think Big Ten. Well, it's the highest ranked.
Yeah.
Bro, if we
conference-
beat Oregon head to head, the number 1 team all year,
Yeah.
we're gonna be number 1. There's
be number 1,
no way
yeah.
around that.
That's
There's
true.
no ifs, ands, or buts about that. We're number 1.
You beat number 1,
then-
and yeah.
And there's no way Texas is jumping us if they beat Georgia.
So we think
But
Georgia-
it doesn't matter. If we get into the top 4, man, like I can die happy. So we get into the top 4. Okay, so let's say we're number 1, right? We beat Oregon, we're number 1. We play Boise State.
Maybe.
If we beat 8 or 9. So if we do win, what's very important is who we played in the first game. Because here's the thing. If we lose, we're 5 seed. Pretty much, I think, no matter what. So if we're a 5 seed, we got an
I don't
easy
feel
path.
good about that. I don't feel good about 5. I just think
Five's the
there's a
easiest
lot of
bracket right now. Right now, it's the easiest bracket, but it's going to change. But right now, if you look at the 5 bracket, it's the easiest way to the chip.
All right, Frank said he thinks Oregon and PSU are going to try to lose.
I don't know. That's not. No. I don't think they're
Just
going
not
to.
show up and risk any injury.
No, it's a Big Ten championship. You're going to do everything in your power to win that game.
But here's the thing, man.
Yes,
Here's
sir.
the thing. This is what could happen. If we beat Oregon, right, and we're
Yes.
at number 1, who do we get? We get probably Ohio State or Texas or Tennessee. That's hard. So
All the teams are flawed. Every team. So, I mean.
I'm fine playing Ohio State again. I know I say that but
Yeah,
Will Howard's their biggest liability, and I've said it all year. He was a big liability against us. He was a big liability today, and he's been a big liability in the Oregon game as well. Like
He almost threw a
you'd
pick
have to
6
feel-
today.
You'd have to feel decent about their chances on a neutral field.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
They
I
have
think they
to be-
learned a lot.
The only way they can get there in some way is like you said, fall. Maybe you beat Tennessee in the first round, and then you get SMU or Boise State. But eventually, you got to play these fuckers. Like you got to play them now, or you got to play them later.
Yeah.
It's
So I like the path to the Final Four, but it's I'm of the camp like Georgia's the weird because Georgia's looked bad this year, but the team with the most experience and the best coached. I wouldn't want to play them, but I'm fine with anyone else here.
Matthew McConaughey's on the screen like he has anything to do with Texas winning or losing.
Matt, did you
Listen,
see?
if I was able to get that access, I would convince everyone. I have everything to do with winning and losing.
Do you see Gus Johnson join the show? Do you see Gus?
Oh, is he here? I
Yeah,
wasn't
he's
listening.
here.
I wasn't listening to much of the game.
He's terrible.
Um,
man. He's
I was just watching
absolutely
it.
horrible.
Yeah, he's bad. He's bad.
Hey Matt,
So bad.
do you have any questions for Gus?
Or is he here? Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
you see him?
Right
He's
next
to
to
your
Mark.
left.
He's on the screen right there with his ugly
Gosh.
Michigan hat.
Gus, who sent you the hat?
He did.
Was
He
it
did.
Bo Schembechler or Tom Brady or
He did.
Derek Jeter? Who sent you the hat?
Gus, do you have anything yet to say? Okay.
He's
Got to be a record. I mean, we've asked him 3 times and no words.
The game next
He's
week
not-
is on NBC.
He's not happy, man. He is not happy.
The game's on NBC. Who's going to the game? Which one of you guys are going to the game? Anyone?
Oh,
Um,
if only I
if I had a
could.
VR headset, I'd be at the game. But no, I'm not going, dude. I don't even go to games here, and I live freaking close to the stadium, so I didn't even really go to games when I was in college.
How you not going to any games? What else is it going on out there?
Well, I'm plenty busy, but I would just rather watch it at home, man. I
It's
would.
easier to watch on TV.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
I like
is.
making 1 or 2 games a year.
I went.
All right,
I went to
what-
2 games. I went to 2 games this year.
dude. For me, the only sport that's like almost better to watch in person is like baseball. That's it. And I'm not a big baseball guy, but you know, I'd say baseball is one of the only sports to watch because on TV I'm like falling asleep.
Yeah.
I turn on Pirates games if I want to take a nap because they put me to sleep. But
Hockey games are good live. Hockey games are.
They're
good.
really good live. I will agree
Yeah,
with
they're
Brett.
really good
Yes,
live.
hockey games are
Yeah.
really fun to go to live.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Cost 22. Is Oregon losing?
Oregon still goes to the
No.
ship. It doesn't matter.
No, they're like 21-6 right now. They're beating Washington something awful.
How reliable is
27-6.
How reliable is Spirit Airlines? They got a Newark flight Saturday morning, 10:20 a.m. gets you in Indianapolis at 12:30 for
It is
$200.
bad.
How reliable is Spirit Airlines? Just looking.
You're gonna get in a fight, probably get tased and or pepper sprayed.
Is it bad? air?
And you might end up like parachuting to your destination. So
It's a bad.
That's
bad
just the stewardesses.
dude, Spirit Airlines is
Is it
that's
rough?
real bad.
It's bad.
Oh, don't take Spirit. Do not do that.
Yeah. People say how bad it is. I've never had the luxury of staying. I'll never go. So.
Yeah. Is that the one that charges you for like oxygen?
I think so. They charge you for like if there's a fight on the plane, like they charge everyone for it. If any NBC is doing it again, I may go to an IMAX theater. Yeah. You can watch them in IMAX theaters. That's pretty cool.
If I saw this correctly, this just might be what I saw. I'm pretty sure I saw it was on CBS. I'm pretty sure I saw that.
The Big Ten title
8
game?
o'clock.
I think.
Yes,
I think-
December
yeah,
7th,
CBS.
8 o'clock. I think it was CBS.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
because
posted it. They posted it.
No, it should be channel 6 or channel 6 NBC. They should
It's
get it.
I gotta
It's
try to get on
CBS.
the field.
It's CBS and Paramount Plus is the game's on.
Big
Yeah,
Ten-
Matt, can you get on the field?
Oh yeah. Just ask. That's all you do. Just go down there, get behind the bench. Where my I gotta find out. I gotta wear my. I just got the game worn Drew Aller jersey. It'll be a good game to wear it.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Matt,
Yeah, this year it's CBS.
The first row
CBS,
ticket
okay.
on the 30-yard line.
And Matt, we're plus 3.5 against Oregon right now.
Are we 3? We're getting points.
Plus 3.5.
Oh. What side of the stadium are we on? Trying to look at it. See, you can't buy your
Oh
tickets.
no, you've been there before. I don't even know what it looks like.
Well, I mean, in Indianapolis, it's not a great stadium. I've been there I wasn't there 2016 for the Big Ten championship game. Actually, I was at the Super Bowl there in 2011. The city was completely overwhelmed. How much are tickets? Tickets are a lot of money. Jeez Christ.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact for you guys if you didn't know this. It'll be since 2016 since the Big Ten championship didn't have either Ohio State or Michigan in it.
Well, that's good for this. I think it's just good for the sport, right? I mean, is that just good for the sport? One ticket. That's the thing. It's hard to get one ticket. Need to find a date. Here, man. It's going to be an important game.
Penn State has practice tomorrow.
Penn State has practice tomorrow?
Yeah, James Franklin announced that after the game. He said, we're supposed to have off tomorrow, but we're playing in the Big Ten championship game. So, yeah, man, they got to get ready.
Get ready as best you can.
Yep. Need to.
Touchdown. State. They're going to beat Iowa State, I'm telling you.
So, Matt, at the end of the day, you think we're beating Oregon?
I think we're beating Oregon.
And
we're in Oregon.
We're see, that's the thing, man. If we beat Oregon, yeah, exactly. Frank said that Oregon got to travel. So if we win, man, and we're number one, again, we're playing 8 or 9, and I guarantee you they put Ohio State there. Guarantee it.
I think they're going to try to get away from – they're going to want Big Ten SEC matchups in the beginning. They're going to want to try to do that. They're going to want to – I mean, if Big Ten play each other later down the road, it is what it is. But in the beginning, they're going to try to maneuver it so it's Big Ten SEC, Big Ten SEC.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
All right, so if we beat Oregon, who do we play in the first round?
There's so much stuff going on right now. We have no idea. We have no clue. We have no clue.
Yeah, I have to wait until these games are over to have a bracket.
We have no idea. I'm telling you, right now it's up in the air. I don't know.
If we're number one,
could be Arizona State. It could be like who knows what they're going to do with these things.
Right.
Could be SMU. Yeah. They gutted a team today. Who did they play? They gutted them. Cal, I think.
Yes, California. Yeah, you're right.
They murdered them. Yeah.
See, I don't think Ohio State gets above 10. I think they're at 10 or below.
Yeah. 10 or 9.
Dude, that loss today was so bad.
That was so bad.
That loss today was so bad, man. Like, that's not good at all. So I'd say we're either looking at Indiana or like Arizona State or SMU, Notre Dame. You know, I don't think we're gonna see
Notre Dame.
Ohio State, man. I don't know if we're gonna see Ohio State.
Notre Dame will be at like 6 in the bracket.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe like 5, man.
11-1.
Not Oregon or Texas above them.
Oregon would be 5 if we beat them. They'll get a 5.
Right. An SEC loser would be at 6.
Maybe at 6 or 7. Notre Dame will be. I mean, they're 11-1.
All right.
So, I mean, regardless of who they beat, they're going to say 11-1. They deserve it. You know how it is.
I just think no matter what, they'll try and screw us over if they can.
Maybe.
Until you convince me otherwise that they don't all have it out for us, especially the Ohio State homers, then they're going to try to screw us over.
Ohio State got the worst of it. Like I said, they bought tickets for the Big Ten championship, and they're not even going. So they wasted money on that. They bought Milwaukee's best ice and Steel Reserve tonight, and they're drowning themselves in their closet. So
nice. Maybe they'll wash it down with Lime's Head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Columbus, Ohio is a sad town.
Forgot about Lions Head.
I like Columbus, man.
Troganator. It was a night for Troganator.
I went to Columbus. I used to go there every year for the Arnold Classic, and the one year I met this girl at the venue, and she took me out because she's an Ohio State fan. She's from Columbus. She lives there, and she took me out, and man, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And they have a legendary gym there, Powerhouse Columbus. That's a legendary gym. It's in an old bank. That's a legendary gym. They got the Arnold statue. I think they just put it up for the outside the convention center for the event. I don't think they have it up year round, but they have the Arnold statue there because that's where Why Arnold has his convention every year in the dead of winter in Columbus, Ohio, I don't know, but that's where he has it. It's freezing there, man. When you go, it is freezing. I'll tell you a funny story. One year I went, right? My friend and I, who I went with, we park at like this parking deck like 3 miles from the venue. So we parked at this parking deck, walked to the gym, and then to the venue, right? So I'm about halfway there, and I'm like cold, and I realize I have Penn State sweatpants on, a Penn State jacket, a Penn State hat, and a Penn State backpack. It wasn't even planned. That's what I had on walking through Columbus in the middle of March. I was like, oh man.
That's poetry in motion.
It's not Michigan stuff, but still I was like, I probably could have worn something different, but that's all I had.
It's like 10 degrees in Michigan today, dude. It's crazy cold.
Yeah.
Ohio State, it was the same temperature as here. What's Matt, you have any more thoughts?
No, I mean, I think we pretty much touched on it. I think if they lose, it winds up becoming just a fucking crapshoot. And it could wind up working out. If things get crazy, it could wind up screwing them. I don't know. And that's where, like, honestly, like, guys, like, I don't like this 12 team. I mean, like, we're starting to really look at 3 lost teams. We're talking about teams who have multiple losses to unranked teams. Like, I just think the pendulum shifted way too drastically the other way.
Well, it's 14 next year.
I mean, that's even worse, guys.
I know.
That's even worse.
It doesn't even like to me. That's
going to be 16 someday.
Oh, automatic bid. Oh, you're a bye because you're a conference champion. Why? Doesn't mean anything. Boise State's not one of the 12 best teams in the country.
They should do like an 8 team. Eight makes sense.
I said 8-team too. I said 8-team teams too. That's what I said.
8 teams, and if it's 8 teams that have the Big Ten, the SEC, then go fuck off. Like, why is the Big Ten?
Seriously,
SEC,
it should be. And this whole conference championship stuff, man. Like, I don't like that either. I get it, but I don't like it. Like, it should be the top 12 best teams. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
And this whole thing,
one
like,
plays 12.
Things,
like one play. Number 1 seed gets the worst bracket. They get, like, I guess 8 and 9 is technically the worst bracket, but you know what I mean? Like, it should be set up like March Madness. It's not.
Penn State could play 17 games this year. They have their 12, 13. Let's say they lose, and then they make the national championship. That's insane. That's like more than the NFL played up until last year. That's insane. 17 games for college kids. That's like, I don't know. I think 8 it should all be. Do away with
the best record you could have is 16-0, because if you're undefeated, you're not going outside the first round. Like, you're going to be in the top 4, so you can't play 17 games. You can't go 17-0. You can only go 16-0, unless you're Boise State. Say you're undefeated. Well, I don't know. Never mind. Yeah, you can't go 17-0. Like, that's not possible. You know.
No. If Boise State didn't have a Heisman running back guy going to New York, then they wouldn't even be in the top 15 right now. They barely beat horrible teams. That's what it is. Their Heisman running back they're milking everything they can out of that, man. That's what they are.
Yeah, but it's not good for college football.
No,
it's not good. Like, SMU gets in because they win the ACC. No. It's not a good conference.
Yeah, no, it's good for good for the state of Idaho, and that's it. And nobody lives there, so I mean,
Boise State's what? They're the MAC, right?
Mountain West.
Mountain West.
Mountain West. Yeah.
So it's the highest. It's the 4 highest conference. It's the 5 highest conference champions.
And Notre Dame can't get a bye, right?
No.
No
matter what. So
hey guys, I'm gonna be right back.
Kirk Herbstreit said it's the 5 highest conference champions, but that's not true. It's the 4 highest. If Notre Dame's higher than the 5th conference winner, then they're ahead. But it's the 4 highest conference winners. I think the 5 highest conference winners get in no matter what. But the 4 highest So no matter what, Big Ten is number 1. SEC is 2, I think, no matter what. Even if Georgia beats Texas, there's no way they're number 1. They might even be. They could be 3. You know, where's Clemson at? What number are they?
Clemson's fucking garbage.
Yeah, Clemson's.
But Georgia, they're going to drop this week because they barely beat Georgia Tech. Clemson maybe jumps them. I don't know. But it's the 5 highest conference winners. That's what it is.
Clemson lost today, so they're not jumping them. Not this week, no. South Carolina beat them.
Yeah, so Texas is beating A&M.
You guys want to see Colorado? Like, do you think that would be fun, seeing Travis Hunter?
I mean, I want to see a Colorado get in, but
I want to see us just manhandle them if we get them, sure. I mean, we'll manhandle them.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way that, like, Colorado can beat Penn State. Like,
no. I think it'd be fun just to see Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, he's good.
Do you think he's the Heisman winner?
Genty should win, but
because of how many snaps he plays,
and Travis Hunter is so much better.
Dude, what Genty has done all year is unbelievably hard.
Dude, come on. Like,
it's a popularity contest, so
but Genty, I mean, these teams are garbage, man. I mean, real garbage. You're not even talking about, you're talking about Mountain West, man.
100 yards a game, man. On average, he's averaging like 140 yards a game. I mean, that's unreal. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a popularity contest. Travis Hunter's gonna win. That's it. Tyler Warren needs to be at the ceremony. If he's not, it's like they need to fire every single Heisman voter. And again, here's the argument, man. Right? If you won the Heisman Trophy, what did that mean for your team? Travis Hunter, they're horrible. They're not even in their championship game. Tyler Warren changed his team totally, so he should be there. Genty changed his team totally, so he should be there. Travis Hunter, his Heisman year, what did it do? What did it produce? They have 3 losses. They lost to Kansas, man. Like,
I would say only because of how many snaps he plays without taking time. Like, it's insane to play that with that and not be tired and still perform. Like, and he's done some great things. I'll give him that. But, I mean, if Tyler Warren doesn't get an invite, then there needs to be.
How many people get invited? 4 or 5?
3. 3, that's it.
Oh, I thought it was 4.
3.
3. It used to be 5. When Larry Johnson was there, it was 5.
Yeah, he's not going to get there. Then.
Matt, Larry Johnson was what, 2nd in the Heisman voting?
2nd or 3rd. So who are the 3 that go? Travis Hunter,
Genty, and it should be Tyler Warren.
Well, should be, yeah.
Should be.
Who may it be?
I don't know. It's going to be a quarterback.
Like Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward. Yeah. Cam Ward was going to go. Dylan Gabriel might, but there's Cam Ward, Tyler Warren,
Miami maybe.
If Tyler Warren doesn't go, it's criminal. Like, he should go, man. What he did this year is, first of all, unreal for a tight end. It's unreal for anyone, let alone a tight end. And his team is 10-1 or 11-1.
11-1.
That's it. He should go. And he should be 2nd in the voting. Regardless of who wins, he should be 2nd. I mean, what he did was unbelievable. Thanks, Koss. Have a good night.
If he doesn't win the Mackey, then they need to be investigated. If he doesn't win the Mackey, dude. Everybody's saying Harold Fan and great. Harold Fan did that in the MAC. So
Illicit. Who's going to the Heisman ceremony? Illicit. Tell us.
What happened with Franklin and Loxley after the game? Did anything happen? I know they scored late.
They talked. It almost looked like Loxley was like apologizing to him. Because Franklin was like, it's okay, or something. But they're friends. Mm-hmm. I don't know. He held on to him though. He gave him a big bear grip. Big bear hug, and he was holding on to him. And then yeah. So
I mean, they have to
Like-
school there. It's a popularity contest. So
Yeah, like
Yes.
he gave him a big bear hug and he held on to him and then they were talking, but it didn't look like it was bad.
Yeah. Can we talk
I
about
mean-
It's
Corey
funny you guys
Smith?
are talking about this.
Dude,
I have an ESPN headline that says it actually about that thing. It says Franklin was quoted saying, "Not my problem."
yeah, it's not.
Okay.
He's letting the young
It's
guys
tense
eat,
exchange
man.
about the final pass touchdown of the game, and Franklin's like, "It's not my issue, dude. I mean, you're the one who's apparently not able to stop the play, so stop it.
Where-
Nothing to talk about."
Can
So
we
he
talk about
was.
Corey Smith's running, dude. He looks great. He's gonna be a star.
Oh yeah.
All I
They got
do with
Quentin
number
Martin Jr.
24, amen.
Number 24, he's legit.
Bro, they got Cam Wallace too.
Yeah, well, he's out right now, so obviously that's why
Yeah.
24 is playing. But 24 looks great, man. I love the way he
But
runs.
what about Trey Wallace? He was out today. That was a little
was-
unexpected.
That's what I'm saying. If Trey Wallace doesn't play next week, we're in serious trouble. He needs to play.
That's
He
a
was
big,
questionable.
that's a big problem.
They're
I mean,
probably
Anthony-
saving him. They probably saved him because
Hold on. Let's play this.
yeah, I think Trey will be good for next week, guys. If he was questionable today, they'll play.
James Franklin with his 11th win, matching a program record.
He's pissed.
Yeah, he was mad.
James Franklin with his 11th win, matching a program record.
I'm gonna watch it one more time.
James Franklin with his 11th win, matching a program record.
Boy Lockton.
Yeah, he was mad, man. Like he was not happy about that.
Look, he came back
James
at him.
Franklin with his 11th win,
That's nuts.
matching
He's
a
about to go
program record.
And then comes back at him.
Yeah, he wasn't.
No.
I mean, whatever.
He said the young guys
Stop
got to
it,
eat. They
man.
deserve to play.
Stop them. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, if you're a coach and you get mad at someone for doing that, it's like, okay, well, stop them then. I mean,
Right.
dude, you guys
Listen,
remember when
I'm not-
Joe went head to head with that Illinois coach? You guys remember that?
You talking about Rutgers years back in the Meadowlands when McQuarrie threw?
Was it Rutgers?
Yeah, Dave Graber, whoever it was. Rutgers. That was like '92. McQuarrie threw it deep on one of the last plays. They were up by like 40, and it was rumored at the time that McQuarrie was actually gambling on games.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. He was a gambler. That's why he did that.
Yeah.
Which, if you know Mike McQuarrie, like I'm not calling him a bad guy, but that would surprise me at all.
No, yeah,
I'll play this real quick.
This is probably what you're talking about.
There's no reason for them to throw the ball.
No, that
But he audibles. He audibles here. But yeah, I heard that too, that he was gambling. That's why he did that.
Oh yeah.
Which, what was the spread then?
Probably 30.
21?
21.
Probably 21.
Spread was 21. Shaking his head. There's Fran Ganner back there. Uh-oh.
I read lips.
Said,
That was not what you.
I'm gonna sick the mafia on you.
Well, yeah, so. It's one. Waves the PAT off, wants to go for two, just to not
Well,
get the
now-
over cover and not get the
Let me
over.
ask a question about the Heisman, real quick. With the game next week, does that count towards the regular season?
I don't know. That's a great question.
so.
When's the Heisman ceremony? After the championship weekend? Yeah. So yeah, it does
Right.
technically, I guess.
So I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So if Warren has himself a game against Oregon and they win because of what he does, there is no reason
I
why
think it's
that
possible.
dude should not be in the top three.
Yeah.
He could have had over 100 today, but they took him out.
Here
he
it
could have
is.
broke the
Yeah.
record.
Oh, Joseph.
I would say the same thing to him if I was him. If I was Joe, I'd be like, bullshit. Tell me what to do. You're Rutgers. You guys suck.
I was there for his final bowl win against LSU in the 2010 Capital One Bowl. I was there in person, saw his last victory. When I watched that man run out onto that field, again, cameras don't do anything but justice. That dude is so much shorter than I thought he actually was in person.
Well,
the way he runs, it's legendary.
Speaking of going to games, I was at his 400th win and his 409th win. I was working security for the 409th win, and I was in that movie, that Paterno movie. They showed, like, you don't know it's me, but I can see that it's me because they showed a security guard. But that was crazy. That was a crazy game. But I was gonna say, when I was in school, a freshman, it was this, I forget what game it was, but I was in the student section to the right side. If you're facing from the end zone, I was to the right side. And he came out towards our sideline with a suit on. He put his hand up to us, like, happy that we were yelling. And, man, seeing him in person was just, wow. I was like, that guy's a legend.
I want to say one thing about that Paterno movie.
Face of the earth. Huh?
Terrible movie. That HBO movie, that Paterno movie, like, terrible movie. Because I can understand why some people don't like movies that are based on their area. Because if you watch that movie, nothing looks like State College, Happy Valley. Nothing. That movie was horrible when it came to, like, the location. But I will say Al Pacino did nail Joe Paterno. I will say that. That was an amazing performance.
And the way his house is structured is pretty similar to what it actually looks like. There's no second story. But, like, for example, the first part of the movie, they're running out into the field, and they have those different colored lines like a soccer field. I'm like, dude, really? You couldn't, like, green that out? That's so unrealistic. Ohio State would never, or Penn State would never have those colors on their field like that. It's not a soccer field. It's not turf. It's grass, you know? Like, so that was just, like, little details of some things. It was like, and then Jay Paterno goes in the locker room. That guy yells at him. I'm like, he's not doing that. Like, Joe would kill that kid. But Jared, it does count towards stats, the regular season stats, the championship weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then again, go out to that Big Ten championship, go out and have a game, and it should be a fantastic opportunity for him to have a good Heisman vote.
But he said they had it Hunter, Genty, Ward, and Gabriel. So I think Ward will be out for sure. And depending on who has a better game in the Big Ten title game, they'll go to the Heisman. You're right, Jared. So whoever plays better will go. And I think if Warren has a game, and Matt, did we learn from the Ohio State loss?
I don't know how you couldn't. I mean, at this point, which one? I mean, geez. I mean, not to be facetious, but I mean, which one?
How about it?
I mean, which one? I mean, I feel
Kotelnicki. He lost us that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I would say so. But again, I guess my biggest concern is still, like, if we play Ohio State game, you know, not having Anthony Donka there, man. I mean, like,
sucks.
That's a big loss. You know,
I think we're okay though.
I don't know, man.
We have a 5-star as a backup.
Yeah, but he's a backup for a reason.
He was a 5-star like 3-4 years ago. You know, and he never developed.
Is he a backup for a reason, though?
Yeah.
I mean,
Anthony Donka beat him out. Anthony Donka is a redshirt freshman and beat him out.
So Donka is that good, or Rucci's bad?
No,
Donka's
is that good, and Rucci, I think, is a starter on an average Big Ten team.
Yeah,
you don't think Donka's that good?
I think he's that good. I think he's that
good.
I think he's like a first round pick.
I think Rucci's the backup because Donk is that good. Yeah, so we're okay. I agree with you. It's bad that he's out, but I think we're okay. Alonzo Ford being out too, man. Like that's like a quiet.
Yeah.
And then no one even said anything about Hakeem Beamon. Like he was a solid player, and like what did he do? Like Lions, you know what happened there. made sense.
Matt, what happened? What happened there? Do you know?
With Jameel Lyons?
No.
We know what happened
Hakeem
with Jameel
Beeman.
Lyons.
Hakeem Beeman.
No, I didn't hear shit. It was just like he was gone. And he was like returning.
He's mad he wasn't playing. He left. That's what I was told. He was mad. He packed up his locker and dipped because he wasn't playing enough. It was kind of dumb. I mean,
Brett, did you hear like from your sources what happened?
Yeah. He packed up his locker and was mad because he wasn't playing enough. That's all it was.
And that's it.
Yep.
He quit.
He just quit on his team. Yeah, and his career. I mean, can't go anywhere now.
Did anybody ever say anything about that, coach-wise or anything?
No, they didn't. You know Franklin's not going to say anything. You know that.
Now, who's going to ask about KJ Winston because long-term injury was announced 12 weeks ago.
I think he'll be back.
Hey, coach, you said 11 weeks ago it's be a long-term injury. I don't think is it unreasonable to think that 12 weeks is long enough to ask for an update. Now, from what I understand, he's not even on campus.
I think from what I took that as, he'll be back for the playoffs. That's how I took it.
I wish.
I hope.
I wish.
At the same time, he hasn't been practicing, so he'll probably be rusty. You're not working out. You're not doing,
I think he's working out on his own with his trainer.
Okay.
I think this is
makes sense. Of what he can work out, yeah.
Micah Parsons light deal during COVID.
You guys want to hear something funny? Kyle McCord tweeted out, "You're welcome, Clemson football," because he knocked Miami out of the conference game.
He should have put up the blue Michigan symbol.
Yeah.
By the way, why is an emoji on Apple the blue Michigan symbol? Isn't it an M? Or is it a W?
Now, does Ohio State regret letting McCord go?
Probably.
OHIO, baby. Let's go.
I'm going to say yes. I mean, is it fair to say Will Howard is a huge disappointment?
Yes. Dude sucks. He had 2 interceptions today. Almost threw a pick 6. He sucks.
Biggest winner in college football this week, Kyle McCord. Biggest loser in college football this week, Ryan Day. Everything always comes in full circle. Everything always comes full circle. That's a good one there. Yep, Ryan Day.
Like, do coaches realize?
Can you hear that, Matt?
We may hear that shit next year, so
I know.
We might.
We may hear it, all the guys. We may lose it, but like, when do coaches start to realize? Like Ryan Day's sitting there, like, does he realize he's going to be an emoji? Like he's going to be like a GIF now? Forever?
Yeah, he's standing there staring. He's like, "What happened?"
Like he's sitting there, like, like
he's
that.
Like, what happened?
Like, do they realize that? Ryan Day loses his job. I think a conversation is going to be had.
I think he's getting fired. He's getting fired.
I think he's getting fired. He. There's no way that you can have these performances against the big games and not bring anything back to show for it. I mean, OSU will not allow that to happen.
Who's getting hired? Who's getting hired?
Yeah, that's true.
Bill Belichick.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? If whoever they play in the first round, Ohio State, I don't think they're going to make it far in the playoff. They just lost to Michigan. They're not a good team. I don't think they're going to make it. But unless they play us, then we'll probably beat us.
They fire him. Who's the coach?
James Franklin.
It's probably one of those things they would love to fire him if they could, but like, who are they going to pick? Like you said, just like people saying about Franklin, who are you going to pick?
I mean, Chip Kelly.
I mean, if you wanted to move on from Franklin, I mean, there was options. I mean, Matt Rule was an option if you wanted to. I think that if they performed a private search, they could have found some guys. I think it's an easier job to fill than the Ohio State job.
What about USC switching? How about Lincoln Riley to Ohio State and then Ryan Day go over to USC?
Omen, what are you saying? An OSU fan told me today what? Their only game is TH? What's that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Nick Saban's not coaching Ohio State. He's not doing that. And an OSU fan told me today there's only one game that matters, Michigan. Yeah, exactly. And it's the same for Michigan. They're 7-5 now. They're going to the toilet bowl and playing, like Oregon State or something. Like, they're. That's why I say they're trash, because they're. Yeah.
But who's their coach?
Not Chip Kelly, I don't think.
No.
I don't know.
They probably won't fire him, to be honest.
Do they go after like a Robert Saleh or a Bill Belichick? I don't think Bill Belichick's ever coaching in college, but
Bill Belichick. Gosh, man.
No, he's retired, man.
Bill Belichick's coming back.
He's coming back.
I'm telling you, if the Eagles lose in the playoffs, he's going to Philadelphia. I mean, let's just be real here. Eagles.
I think Bill's done, man. Dude's old. I think he's done.
Nah, dude, he's building up his. He wants to do it, and he could do it.
I mean, it might be the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Either one's fitting, but.
But either way, Ohio State's getting in, huh?
Yeah, how can they not get in?
Yeah.
I mean, they beat us. They beat Indiana. They still played Oregon to a one-score game. I mean, I can't find 12 better
for Will
teams.
Howard being an idiot, not knowing what the freaking time was, they would have won that.
Next Sunday is going to be very interesting.
Absolute cinema.
Amen.
And we're doing a live show during that. Steelers don't exist that day.
I think I'm maxed out, guys. To be honest with you.
Me too, bud. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Matt, are you ready to jump off?
I'll give you a couple more minutes.
Jared, you're saying you want to jump off?
Yes, sir. I'm good to go.
All right, guys. Good episode.
He proposed the Lincoln Riley. He closed on a good note. The Lincoln Riley for the Ryan Day swap.
Yeah.
Hurricane season is officially over.
Yep. It certainly is.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to be doing Tuesday for the college football reveal. I think Saturday we'll just do a pregame Saturday because
Big Ten championship.
Because we'll just do a pre and post for that day, and then Sunday we'll be doing. So we'll be doing Tuesday night, Jared. Brett, if you can make it too, and then Saturday we'll do pre and post, and then Sunday I'm going to do one during the football reveal, and I'm sure if all of you want to come on, you can, but that'll be 3 episodes one weekend. I know, so I could do 3 episodes a day, but
yeah, the Big Ten championship's 8 p.m., so we got plenty of time to do pregame for that. Yep.
Yeah. All right, Jared, you're off Sunday, so you'll be good to do postgame Saturday. Brett,
yes, sir.
You should be too, unless you need an insulin shot. Matt, stay in touch with us.
I
stay
may
in touch
go
with me rather.
I'm a last.
We'll have you hop on. All right, man.
We are Penn State, baby.
Enjoyed it.
All right, guys. On to the Big Ten title game, and thank all of you guys for commenting. After I watch all the games tonight at some point, I'll make predictions for Tuesday. All right, we'll see you guys Tuesday. Hopefully, I don't have the flu again. And thank you guys for commenting. I appreciate it. But
thanks, everybody.
It was a great day, greater than we all could have imagined. So
absolutely,
amen.
Fantastic day.
Yes, sir.
See you guys.
See you guys.
See ya.
Good night.
Woo-wee.
All right, Jared. I'll see you later, man.
Yes, bud. Have a great